Hey everybody, welcome, and boy oh boy, I am so happy to say welcome to Slices and Dice's 2026! Yes, friends. Thank you all for joining us in this first stream of 2026 in Slices and Dice's. If this is your first time watching us, where have you been for the last 6.5 years, I guess? But yeah, we are launching into our 7th year of streaming games, guys. This is some crazy stuff. This is some cool stuff. I have plans. I don't know if they're all going to come to fruition, but I can at least say that the chaos will continue. As I don't know if you could hear it, but my son and my wife are absolutely it's chaos time in the
They're having
Gordon
a great
household.
time, it sounds like.
I don't know what they're doing. They're cracking up about some nonsense. My son's
Whatever they're doing sounds like fun.
Yeah, he's running around the house and she's running after him.
And you too can have fun with slices and dices.
Yes, I was gonna say. I'm like, that is nothing to do. My personal life has nothing to do with this channel. Well, it kind of does, but only like tertiarily. But that's not why we're here. We're not here to worry about or listen to Matt and his bullshit. We're here to listen to the five of you have to deal with the bullshit that I put you through. That's correct. That's what we're all about. Because we're back to Alien RPG. This is session 9 of our Lost Worlds campaign. My voice sounds like shit because I've gotten through everything that's been floating through the post New Year's garbage that many of us, I'm sure, have been subject to.
And that's why we had to push back this session.
That's true. We pushed back the session, I think, twice, if I'm not mistaken. No blame thrown, right? No hands thrown, no blame thrown. We're all good there. And people are in chat already. Not only are they throwing highs and what's-os, they're already throwing up some interesting... Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
my goodness.
They are throwing up some redemptions in chat right off the bat. I see 4 redemptions.
Because they know we're going into combat.
I guess so.
Somebody did try to do a Berserker redemption. So
that's the wrong game. Yes, sorry. The Mallory, or the Mallory, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it correct. Thank you for being part of our stream. We very much appreciate you, and we welcome you to Slices and Dices. Join our Discord. We've got some really cool people here. These 5 being only a sample set of the amazing people that we have within our gaming community. But yes, this is not Morkborg. This is Alien RPG. We do play occasionally Morkborg. Ben, who's directly below me, hosted an amazing Morkborg game, or Mörkburi, if you want to like go real like realistic with the pronunciation. Although it's probably
I always prefer
Morkborg.
Mork.
Yeah.
Mork.
Yes, yes, today is the darkest day of the Muppet Saga. But no.
I mean, y'all kind of acted like a bunch of Muppets in my Morkborg game, so it tracks.
That is true, but we paid the price for it by dying many times.
He died so many times. It was beautiful.
All good, all good. So yeah, no worries. Nobody's ruining nothing. Everybody's having a great old time. So our redemptions, just as a reminder for those of you in chat or who are watching this on YouTube and want to get involved in the live stream on chat, or we do have redemptions for channel points. You watch us, the more you watch us, the more channel points you earn, the opportunities to spend them on a variety of different things to both hinder and help our players here in game will present themselves as opportunities. And therefore, you affect the overall stream and the craziness that occurs. But if you're used to this kind of shit, then get ready for more of it, because I'm sure it's going to happen. We've already got 1, 2, 3, 4 actual redemptions for the Alien RPG. 2 from Maeve Climber, 2 from Dragon 001300A. I am ready. I am ready. So I guess the question is, we'll get into where these pieces of gear, and there are 3 of them coming your way, folks. It looks like we've got Maeve giving 2, Dragon giving 1. I'd like to know from Maeve and from Dragon who you would like to gift these so we can insert them into the storyline. So go ahead and pop those in chat at your leisure, folks. But the 4th, of course, I said that there was some good and some bad stuff that you guys can give to our player base. The 4th is obviously from Dragon, just to balance it, right? Everything, the Thanos thing, right? Everything perfectly balanced. Is that he gave a stress point.
We'll see how that turned out.
Stress, exactly.
Yeah.
A stress point to everyone. So just before we even begin, and I think it's only fair, considering what the hell you have just witnessed, and we'll get into that in the recap, it's only fair that you get a stress point from it. So pop up a stress point on your character sheets there, folks, before we even get into the recap. I love it.
I was clean.
You were clean.
So was I.
Yeah, me too.
Die clean, white man from town. And if you know what movie that's from, then you know cool movies. All right. So Maeve has said Clark and Savage for her gear benefits, and Murphy for Dragon. So we're good there. Let's get into the recap. Get this party started, shall we? All right. Give you guys some music. Oh, of course, my Roll20 does what it normally does. When I have it open in multiple browsers, it gives me the hard one. That's fine. I'll just refresh you. Ha ha ha, Roll20. Oh, now who's laughing? Gotcha.
It's on you.
Gotcha, bitch. Here we go. We're going to go with the intro here. Okay. Some recap. Previously on the Lost Worlds, the crew of the UNCSS Solovetsky Island has come to the colony world of KOI 784 Spot 01, aka Dylan Colony. Harsh jungle world with rich mineral resources in vast caverns below the surface. It also seems to have huge electromagnetic storms and monsoon rains, most likely caused by the faltering atmosphere processor near the colony. The ruined Dylan colony, overgrown with vegetation, you saw was flanked by rocky plateaus to the west, 100 meters high. 6 of these plateaus seem to have become the de facto colony remnants, as you saw dozens of tents and fires atop them, as well as human colonists that waved to you upon your approach. Unable to land your ship atop the plateaus, you instead decided to land near the ruins. And, with security officer Hamida Amir, traveled through the jungle to these plateaus. Within the jungle, you were affected, some of you more intensely than others, by a form of hypoxia caused by, assume, some kind of atmospheric interference with your nervous system. You found it to be a runoff of phosgene gas from the vicinity of the Atmo processor. Then, as you approached the plateau, from nowhere, you were attacked by feral, blood-stained humans, screeching and lunging at you with their spears and bone knives. And although Clark and Tucker were injured, you all survived this assault, only to be met moments later by members of the colony, all of them armed and clothed in old Wayland uniforms. They led you to the plateau, and you ascended from an interior tunnel within to the colony above. Once atop the plateau, you saw the 200 or so humans that seemed to have made this place their new home, with areas for work and trade, as well as what seemed to be a farm with livestock and crops, and a place potentially for worship, with strange granite statues and a very odd, somewhat intimidating shrine. To the south, you were brought to meet the leaders of this colony. They called the chief executives. You met Vidan Semenya, Yen Yamada, and Dazuma Tibandi. Also, inside this hut was the leader of the local labor force, whose name was Leonard Lespera. They all welcomed you, asked you a variety of questions, specifically about why you were here, as well as explained the history of the colony and asked for what you assumed to be support and supplies to maintain their current lifestyle, as well as your help to destroy these remaining feral humanoids, which they considered a distinct threat. These ferals that you had killed, said, were devolved human offshoots from the original colony. Members who years ago decided that they would rather live their lives in the jungle than attempt to compete with the waning remnants of the colony, making their home in the atmosphere processor itself. They seem to now live a cannibalistic lifestyle and have little left that would actually deem them in any way, shape, or form to be human. Although they were not proud of it, the colonists admitted that they had flooded the jungle with this phosgene gas in order to poison them. But it only seems to have driven the ferals insane instead. The chief of the three executives, Vidan, indicated to you that the colonists have indeed the long data disk, which of course you need for each one of your missions, and will grant it to you if you assist them in their needs. The leaders also stated that they have consigned a group of refugees that they discovered perhaps a month or so ago to one area of this plateau camp. These refugees are members of a strange cult. This ship had crashed here several months ago, and the remains of which you had actually seen from your flyby over the jungle. You went to interrogate the leader of this group of cultists, the name of which was Chikondi Okafor. You learned from him that his people were refugees from the group known as the Children of the Two Divines, an offshoot of a rather well-known group throughout the galaxy called the Church of the Immaculate Incubation. This group worships beings that they would deem, they call perfect, but they are clearly not from our world. Instead, the Church of the Immaculate Incubation and the Children of the Two Divines, of course, gathered alien star chart data from their misadventures. They then stole a fleet of ships and headed for what their translations called perfect space. Those of you who may have joined us in our previous alien RPG adventures may know a little bit about that. Now, some of the Children of the Two Divines found this space in space, so to speak, and perhaps found the enlightenment that they so seek, so seek, and paradise, as they deemed it, in the welcoming arms of their perfect gods. But not all the children seemed so devoted to this cause of perfection, including Chikondi Okafor and his refugees. 6 months ago, he and his people realized the error of their ways and the danger that they were in amongst this group of alien masterminds, and decided to make a break for it. They took one of the Heliades colony ships, reached the world in which you currently reside, and on the failing fumes of fuel, crashed in the jungle. Were rescued by the colonists, recognized for what they were, or at least had been, were taken in and imprisoned until the colony decided what to do with them. Last, of course, of all of what occurred here recently, considering that the colony took a rather poor view of those that would break their place in the vast hierarchy of their new society, especially those that would potentially steal from them, you were all witness to a terrifying ordeal. In the middle of the night, one member of the Children of the Two Divines, a young mother whose only crime was stealing milk for her hungry child. Immediately, she was found out and taken to a bluff, a forbidden bluff, as you were so told. And you watched in horror the sentencing for the guilty was about to be carried out, that she was about to be thrown off this bluff hundreds of meters into the jungle below. Although you attempted to stop them, it seemed that it was inevitable that this sentence was about to take place. You almost actually even came to blows, violence within this perfect society. But the noble Chikandi Okafor, speaking for his people, stepped in to sacrifice his own life. Only after, of course, asking you all to find his ship in the jungle and use it to save his people. Wordlessly, as you watched, the armed guards pushed Okafor to the bluff's edge and then unceremoniously threw him to his death off the edge of the plateau, hundreds of meters below. And that moment is where we begin tonight.
So Savage is jumping into action.
Okay, what do you do?
I believe it was Yamada that was the one that ordered him off the or ordered her off the cliff.
Technically speaking, Gen Yamada did not order it, but certainly it was a known factor that if the rules of the society were to be broken, that this punishment was to take place. Gen Yamada did not specifically order it.
I thought I remembered her voicing it.
She may have voiced it. Vidan as well was the member, probably maybe less emphatically, but he certainly did not stop what was occurring.
Yeah, Savage is grabbing Yamada and chucking her off the cliff.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to go into initiative, if you indeed wish this to occur.
Yes.
Okay,
Doesn't Sarah have a baby?
Well, there are about...
I mean, Dot. Sorry, doesn't Dot have a baby?
Dot does have the baby, and I believe that she was about to give it back to the mother whose life was saved. Now, there are about 5 guards there, Savage. I'm not going to lie. So if you would like to have me showcase them to you, I'll be more than happy to do so.
Yes, that would be great.
Would that change your mind in any regard?
No.
Okay, fair
None
enough.
whatsoever.
Cool beans. Does anyone else want to stop Savage from trying to grab Yen Yamada, bringing her to the bluff and throwing her off the edge?
I'm actually going to try and join him because this is horrific. I know Tucker had been, missing part of the conversation at the end of the last session, but now that we're caught up on all this shit, he's, I think, a little more, what the hell are you doing?
Okay. All right, so let me bring the guards on. Give me one moment. Give me a second.
I feel like Dot's frozen.
I don't know. Is Sarah
Yes,
frozen?
she looks kind of
Oh,
frozen.
God, yeah, look at her. She's like... Did her
I don't hear
internet
her
die?
either.
I don't hear her either. Maybe she wants to stop us.
But she did roll.
She
Nope.
did. She did roll.
Camera down.
Oh, dear. Well, such is life.
Wait, does that screw up Twitch?
No, her camera's not down because her thing is there.
Oh, she's got a-
her icon is there.
She's got an image.
Yeah. Oop.
There we go.
There we
There
go.
she
She's
is.
back. All right.
My camera's being a jerk. I was saying, no, Dot is literally in shock. I imagine she is halfway to handing the woman's child back to her, but then realizes what's happening
Hmm.
and is just kind of like holding baby at woman, but staring at what just happened. And her body is like stuck. Like she doesn't know what to do.
Okay.
So I rolled initiative because she'll snap out of it when shit goes even more sideways. But right
Uh-huh.
now, that's her reaction.
Okay. Hold on for 1 second.
Clark
Let
is
me
in a
just-
similar position. He has his own reasons for being not in a good place right now.
Hmm.
And I think he needs some kind of disadvantage to his initiative roll.
I don't doubt it. So let me just bring on. Here we go. Yes, NPCs, the guards. All right, so give me 1 second. All right, so we got one guard here. Ooh, that's way big.
It's massive. That's
Enormous. Sorry, it's just a bag.
Half
So we're
ogre.
up
I was
on
joking.
One,
A? No,
six.
which
So there's one guard
Go
down
back.
here that just pushed Chikandi. There's one. Let me just zoom out a smidge. So we've got one guard here. We've got one guard here, and then there are about 3 or 4 guards within the camp itself. So let me just pop those here. 3 are here, and then there's one guard amongst all of the refugees. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guards. Let me then put in the guards in the rest of the camp too. Give me 1 second. I'm not putting in all the other like actual non-combatant people within like the 200 plus people in the colony, but there are approximately 20 to 30 guards in the rest of the camp. So let me just put those
Anybody
in.
can be a combatant.
Of
They'll put
course.
part in that.
I'm just bringing them up. Okay, cool. So I've got now all the guards out. Hopefully you guys can all see them throughout the colony. They're all armed. So I guess if Savage, did you roll already?
Yeah.
Okay,
10.
you rolled a 10. Oh, well, that's the very end of the whole thing.
Right?
Okay, and then Phoebe got a 9. Dot got a 7.
Technically, we can all choose to trade initiative before the round actually starts, though.
Clark got a 7 as well. So, Clark, you have to roll a 7. You have to roll again because your 7 matched Dot's. An 8. Oh.
I will let Savage trade places with me. If do you want to be 7 and I'll be 10, Ben?
Yeah, that works for me.
Perfect.
Do it. Makes more sense. Dot is not going before Savage in this instance.
Right? Exactly.
It's not happening.
All right, so I'm going to roll once for all the guards because the guards will all go on one roll, right? Go. A 3.
Oh, balls. Well, this might actually be over before it starts in that case.
And then, of course, I have to roll for Vidan, Dezuma, and Yenyama, too. Add turn. And add turn. Now, how many? I'm just going to see if we have actually enough here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so clearly it's going to be either 1, 2, or 5 for Vidan, Dezuma, and Yen. Or 4, sorry. So I'll just keep rolling until I... Okay, so Vidan gets a 1. And Dezuma gets a... Oh, we got a 3 already. I love rolling for fun. It's the best ever. I'm just going to keep rolling until I get an actual number. Whee! It's so much fun, guys.
Wait, I don't think 9 was taken. Hold on.
No, 9 was Murphy.
Oh, no, 9 is taken. Damn,
Okay,
never mind.
4,
4.
Dezuma.
There you go.
All right. Sorry.
So that one has to be 2 because it's the only number left.
5 is also taken. 5 is
Oh,
also
okay.
not taken. So it's either 2 or
Never
5.
mind then.
There we go, 2.
2.
All right. So so there we go. That is our amazing order here, folks. So, okay. Let's give you guys a little music if you so desire
Please don't throw me off a cliff.
to do this.
It's my birthday.
I know it is Sarah's birthday. Happy birthday, Sarah.
Thank you.
Okay. We will see who's left to get their appropriate gear, folks in chat. Apologies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just go with some music here. Yeah. Sure. So things go sideways fast. Savage comes out of nowhere and grabs Yen Yamada. Savage, I'd like you to make, this is before we even start initiative, I'd like you to make an opposed strength, close combat roll.
Close combat.
Yes, sir.
Why is my thing buffering? Hold on.
I don't know.
Always something.
Roll 20.
I got you.
Oh, wow. My whole internet page just dropped out.
Oh, God.
Hold on.
It's like it
Yeah,
doesn't
you
want
just
you to
dropped
do
that
it.
roll 20.
It is rebelling against you.
Right?
The computers are taking over. It's happened.
Oh, now I hear the music. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
You're
What
back.
was that for me?
No, not you, computer.
Not you,
Hold
computer.
on.
Ah,
Gotta bring my character
got it.
sheet back up
Just
now.
making
No
sure I
worries.
wasn't accidentally staging
Okay,
a
close
robot
combat.
uprising
Close
over
combat
here.
roll.
Carry on with whatever tech drama you've got going on.
Salty
Okay.
robot.
That
All
is
right.
one success. Okay. Yen Yamada is going to roll against that close combat. She goes. One success. So, technically speaking, nothing done. Right? You attempt to grab her, she pushes you off. You're still within range. You know what? Let's make it more interesting. Let's have you go one more time,
Okay.
just because it's a tie. One success again.
It's because I'm holding my rifle in one hand and trying to fight with her in the other.
Of course. You're like grabbing her. She's like, what? Stop it. And like as the fracas insinuates, the guards are reaching for their weapons. But Yen is going to try to break out. 2 successes. Okay, so that's definitive. She does not get grabbed by you, Savage. But that said, that kind of a hostile move on your part certainly brings the guards into play. She, Yen, she seems very lithe, very sinewy. She's not going. It's now. It's not her turn yet, but she does seem to have sort of eyes on you very specifically. There is now a fracas. Like the guards are pulling out their guns. The people in the Children of the Two Divines camp are screaming. The mother is like, my child, who's, of course, in Dot's arms right now because they've just witnessed the exact same thing that you did, and they don't want to have any more violence perpetuated upon them, and certainly not you. Vidan goes first. Vidan attempts to play peacemaker here. He's saying, stop! No, please, there needs to be no longer any violence. What is done is done. He has taken on the onus for the act done against our people. Please, settle yourselves. And he will attempt to make a command roll on you, Savage. Two successes. So that, I would say, based on the rules of the game as we're playing them, certainly has some kind of effect on you. You can certainly choose to... it doesn't say specifically within the rules of command that you have to follow
I
it.
think you can roll, because I used to have a talent as masters. It was called Hothead, which gave me extra dice when rolling against command.
Okay. So here's what the command skill says. Command has three functions. One, it allows you to stop panic. It's not mind control, right? And that's actually for manipulation as well. But command is to stop panic, to give orders to another character, or PCs with the command or with the officer career can command other characters to do what they say because they're of the same military rank. Now, Vidan is not of a military rank. So, technically speaking, the command is a more forceful way of attempting to persuade what is going on here, not just for Savage, but for everybody involved, because he sees things are going 100% sideways. So the guards are looking at him. They have their hands on their sidearms. They're not pulling out and starting to just shoot Savage full of holes. But they are holding off because of Vidan. That is his turn. Things are fucking tense as hell, guys. Yen Yamada looks at Vidan and says, "You saw what he did. You saw what he did. We were simply trying to subsist here. She broke the rules. He took the one for her. These are not our saviors." Vidan says, "Shut up, Yen. We don't want to make things any worse than they already are." And Yen looks sullenly at Vidan, although she herself is armed, and places her arms in a defensive posture across her chest. But she does not make any moves. Her eyes flit to the Wayland guards, who are all, at this point, just pointing at a variety of people. Not just Savage. They're pointing it at Murphy. They're just sort of like going back and forth between Murphy and Tucker and Dot and Clark because everybody's on edge here. Savage hasn't pulled out his gun and started shooting people yet, but it looked like his intention was certainly hostile. It's a moment of intense tension. But the guards do nothing. Zuma walks to the female who attempted to obtain food for her child in the first place. She puts her hand on the woman's shoulder and she says, "I need you to calm down now. Everything's going to be all right for you and for your child. We're all going to be okay. We need you to be okay." And the woman with tears streaming down her eyes, she just looks at her. She says, "I just want my child. I just want my baby, please." Tucker, what do you do?
Question for you. This is pre-dawn, right?
Yes.
So theoretically, if someone were to turn on a high beam halogen lamp in the direction of the guards with his teammates' backs to him, would it add any sort of advantage, disadvantage to visibility?
I guess it depends on how big the high beam was.
The shoulder lamps the Marines have, they're
I think it
designed
would
for,
probably
like,
be aimed at like
caves and
one
mining
person.
shit.
We saw like in Alien, or in actually
Yeah.
Aliens, that they had these like shoulder mounted lights.
Yeah.
And like I think if I'm not mistaken, like at least in one or two of the frames of the movie, like you just see like, "Get that shit out of my face, man!" Like the
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking.
So you could like do it towards one guard or one person if you wanted to. Sure.
So I guess part of my question is how bright is the cone? Because you said there were guards, I assume these two, pointing guns at Savage and Murphy in the front.
Let me do this. Let me showcase the scene to our chat audience because they don't know what the fuck we're talking about here. So let's just move the scene. There we go, folks. Now you guys can see what we can see. Okay. I was remiss in doing that, and I apologize. So let's talk about what you're talking about here, Tucker.
So I'm trying to sort of understand here. If we're talking cone, like if I tried to blind either those three or those three and the one Savage is in combat with.
Yeah, I don't think that your
As an
light.
attempt-
I don't think your. I'm going to say this out loud, right? I don't think the light that you have on your suit is bright enough to just blind like the light of God a number of people. It is there for you to sort of see a small distance in front of you. I think anywhere between 10 and 20 meters.
Okay. Nope. Thank you. Anyway, just try to assess what the fuck I can do without drawing.
I believe you. I understand.
Is it this guy or this guy that's currently gun? You said somebody was holding up a pistol to the team. when
All of
this
them
rep
are.
started over here.
All of them
okay.
are. All 6 of them. But they're all like
And this
slowly...
woman is fully over the edge, not being dragged. This is fully dead now.
So that is not a
she's
woman.
dead.
That is
That's the guy.
Chikami
Sorry, man.
Okafor.
The guy. Sorry.
And
Yes.
you don't see him like hanging by his fingernails any longer. He was shoved off the cliff. You didn't hear him like, "I'm okay." Like, no, he's gone.
Can I hold my action but thumb the safety off my storm rifle, and the held action is waiting for someone to draw and shoot at them?
Sure.
Overwatch.
Overwatch, yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Great. I'm in Overwatch.
Holding tight. Okay. It is now Savage's turn.
Okay. What do I have to do to resist this guy's command?
So like I said, it's not mind control. And I'm not suggesting that you consider it to be like a kind of a saving throw kind of thing, right? The command was done in a very RP-ish kind of way, because commands, for the most part, from NPCs to PCs, are not things that you have to resist or not resist. It is simply something where he was successful at least communicating his intention that everyone should chill the fuck out. You can choose to ignore it, but he was at least as successful in doing that to his own people.
Okay. All right, then. Savage looks at him, and then he looks at the woman that just spoke to the mother, and he yells loud enough for everybody around to be able to hear. He's like, is this done? Is it? Because you guys, from what I have seen, have been ruling through fear and murder. Is that the way you're going to continue to rule? Or should I put all of you down now?
There's like a hubbub. Put us down.
There's people in town that have expressed the fact that they have loved ones that are no longer with us because you all put them down. People that their only crime was maybe being a little too old or a little too decrepit.
The three executives look at each other like, what? What are you talking? Like, we've not done that, soldier. The ones that we have had to perform this sorry rite upon are the ones that attempted to overcome our rules, to steal from us.
You just tried to put a mother down for trying to get her baby milk, which you should have been providing.
Vidan looks at Yen Yamada and says, what? How could this come to be? And Yen says, I don't know. Soldier. And she points over at one of the soldiers, the one who actually was here placed on Judgment Bluff. She's like, is this true? The soldier's like, I don't. You let one of these refugees out without. He's like, I'm sorry, executive. I didn't. And she says, give me your sidearm. He says, I'm very sorry. Here. And he pulls out his sidearm. Anything else, Savage?
Now I'm going to see what they do.
Okay. Clark.
Clark is kind of he's not, but it appears as though he's in a state of shock. A little bit from just seeing what's been going on before. And he's just kind of slowly watching what's going on, and he's going to hold his turn.
Okay. A lot of tension here, folks. Murphy.
Murphy is standing by the mother, between the mother and the guards. And she's got her hand on her hip on her weapon, but she's not moving to unholster it at the moment.
So just.
And
Again,
she's just kind of waiting also. She's like, this is like standoff, like who's going to act first?
For real.
Who's going to go next? Like, do you deny the claims? Do you deny these claims? Do you deny that these are the things that are going on?
Who do you ask of this?
You go to this. She's talking to the people in whoever's in charge, to all of them, no one in particular, but to all of them. You're mad at the guard because a refugee was not where they were supposed to be, but that should not be the part you're mad about. you are restricting food from these people who are in your care. They are here seeking refuge, and if you're not going to give them that refuge, then you need to let them go and let them leave. Not hold them here like prisoners. How could she provide for her child if you keep her locked up and you don't even provide her a way to help? Who's the one really who's being wrong in this situation? That would be all of you.
Okay.
Do not place blame on this guard. You were the one to blame for all of these deaths.
I think that the three executives sort of like stare at you intently. And Dazuma Tabandi looks at you and says, I understand your sentiment. And I agree with you. We have been less kind than we should have in this instance. Considerably less kind. There was a... She sort of looks at Yen and then looks over at Vidan. Hasty in our judgment. Vidan says, yes, hasty. It was an unfortunate circumstance. But we do need to ensure the rest of the colony remains secure. That is why we have these individuals here. And our people on the other side. Hope you'll understand our need for security.
What I understand is that you are letting fear rule your ways of thinking. If you are not going to integrate them, and from the sounds of it, you have no intention, then let them leave to never come back. Put them down to the bottom of the mountain. Let them find their own way, but do not hold them captive.
One of the people, when you say this, one of the people of one of the refugees says, No, I don't want to go down there. There are monsters down there. There's horrible poison gas down there. We'd all die. And then a couple of them say, yeah, we would all die. No, we have to stay here.
Would you rather be a prisoner the rest of your life, trapped here, than to find a new way through that jungle to find clean air and something else? There are other bluffs. Look around. You can find a new way.
One of the women of the refugees like just sort of like collapses and just her hands in despair just go up in front of her face and she says, "We should never have left Mother. We should never have left Mother." And then one woman like puts her hand on her back and says, No. We did the right thing in leaving her. She would have brought us to our doom. Let's move on. Dot, the last one in the order.
I would like to bullshit check the woman who was saying, like, oh yeah, we could have been nicer. I want to see if she actually means that or if she is just placating.
Your video seems to have stalled out, Sarah. It looks like you have a very satisfied but very pleasant smile on your face. But,
Better than the last time.
yeah, exactly.
Incoming.
Oh.
I don't know my camera being
There we
a
go.
jerk. Go, hi.
Hey.
Hi. So I don't know how much you heard from me before I froze.
We heard you. We heard you.
We heard you. We just
Okay.
We wanted to do
So
a bullshit check.
what- Yes. I can't remember what I roll for a bullshit check.
Yeah, that is observation.
Nice. That's what I thought, because I remembered it was something I'm halfway decent at.
Right.
Except today.
0 successes, 1 panic. So
I'm
unfortunately,
nothing's
you
gonna
can't. Yeah,
happen
you can't
because
push
I
up.
only have one.
Yeah, and you're fine.
All right, so I don't get anything, but
Yeah.
that's fine because
Mm.
honestly, it's not going to change what Dot says,
Okay.
which is she's just kind of looking back and forth between all of these adults and listening to all of the shit they're saying.
Yeah.
And she just like, she looks at them, she looks at this baby that she is still holding,
Right.
and at them, and she just goes, "You're all fucking crazy! You get that, right? Every last one of you assholes is crazy. There are kids here. And this is how you want them to grow up? What the fuck is wrong with you?" And she just like curls up on the ground and like curls over this baby like she is protecting it with her body from all of the insanity around her. And that is what she does.
All
Clark
right.
is going to interject with
Yes.
his held turn before the round ends.
Please.
And he's gonna Clark slowly stands up and starts to walk. What is this? Remind me. What is this? I don't know how to write. This made out of?
It's made out of wooden spikes with chicken wire strung between it.
How
There's space
tall
to
is it?
walk
Like, is
through?
it?
How
is
far
it like-
apart are the spikes? Probably like 2 or 3 feet.
Well, there's a gate in it, right? Like
There
there's
is a
door.
gate. Yeah, there is a gate.
Okay. I also don't know how to clear what I just did.
That's okay. I'll do it.
Control Z is fine.
Clark's gonna stand up and walk through the gate or through any opening that he can
Mhm.
find.
Yep.
And he just starts like super softly. He's like, "Stop, stop, stop, stop," and then he gets louder and louder. And he's just like, "Stop." Clearly, there is a solution here. These people don't belong here. Now, it seems as though there is a ship that they came here on that exists somewhere in this jungle that a man gave his life and his last dying breath to tell us to find. And he looks at the nearest guards or people in charge and looks amongst all of them and says, "Please allow us to find that ship, to get these people back on their way and out of this place, following rules that do not apply to their society, and allow us to get them on their way before anyone else has to die." And he stares directly at one of the closest of the three kind of leaders of the group.
Probably Vidan. He's right across from you.
Yeah, it seems like he's the closest. Looks directly at Vidan's face after he stops speaking, just waiting for him to respond.
Make a manipulation roll, but I'm gonna, just because of how you said it and what specifically you called out, I'm gonna go ahead and say give yourself a bonus die. One success. Good thing I gave you that bonus die.
Good thing.
Vidan looks at the other two executives and he says, "If you will agree, Yen, Izuma, our job is certainly not to maintain these individuals. If they can find their place, their homes elsewhere, if their ship can be somehow repaired, or find some other way off this planet, that may be the best choice for them." Yen sort of crosses her arms and says, "If they desire it, what say you?" And they sort of, all three of them turn towards the children of the two Divines refugees, who all, for the most part, seem kind of bewildered with a combination of shock, horror, hope, despair, and with no real leader, per se. They all sort of nod slowly, but with not a whole amount of energy or fanfare. That's a way to imagine it. They're all sort of shell-shocked like you. then so be it. We will not consider the actions of your group to be in any way dispiriting to what we intend to accomplish with the colonial force which has arrived here to assist with our particular way of life. If anything, if you wish to rescue our people and bring them back into the fold of humanity, we are more than happy to willingly accede to this. Our lives here have been tenuous at best. Nor do we believe that we could ever eke out a lifestyle with the remainder of our people being transformed to the meager beings that now roam the jungle floor. Does not seem like a likely prospect that we could ever live here in harmony with them. In fact, if anything, if there was to ever be something made of this planet to further colonize it or to reap all the vast mineral information and wealth that it has, well, these people must be dealt with in some way or another, and the atmosphere processor must be repaired. Zuma and Yen nod. Dan says, "Do not judge us too harshly. We are people brought to the brink of our own devices."
And how far away is Vidan from Clark?
Probably about 4 or 5 feet.
Close enough for me to get very, very close to him?
Sure.
Is it, him or her, whoever it is?
Vidan Semenya is a man. Yeah.
Okay. So Clark is going to go right up to Vidan and kind of lean in close so no one else hears.
Yeah.
And says, "How much will it cost to get some milk for this goddamn baby?"
Vidan says, "We will obtain food for the child and its mother."
And Clark just kind of backs away and kind of gives a little subtle nod. And then turns and starts to walk the other way. Back to the other side of the fence.
I'm going to say a full round has occurred where there has not been any violence, or at least the threat of violence seems to have settled down into a simmering boil, if you want to call it that, at least for now. None of the other NPCs seem to act in such a fashion, but I will, as a DM or GM or game mother, whatever you want to fucking call me, will always allow for player agency for any of you guys who want to just jump in Chaos Ram style and start blasting. Some of us have had a week.
I have a baby.
Yeah, exactly.
a
Full auto.
baby.
Full auto. No, that's horrible. That's horrible. Never, ever.
Then we find out there's a third Murphy sister because
Right?
the bullets are in the way.
Exactly.
No, if no one has pulled the trigger yet, and I think the only character who's drawn a gun was not the one right in front of Savage. My Overwatch is still being held as I'm waiting for retaliation, not aggression.
Fair.
I know I'm not the talker. I'm not the talker on the team. Other people are good with big words.
Mm-hmm. Murphy, you've definitely put them into their place. Their tail is between their legs with the rousing scolding that you have given. Savage, the threat of your good old-fashioned ultra-violence has put them into a little bit of a tizzy. And Dot's scream of teenage angst has shamed all of the adults, certainly in her vicinity. So I think with that, put their guns slowly back in their holsters and go back to their patrolling duties here on the bluff.
If we are now out of combat,
We are out of combat.
Clark, when he walks away, the nearest thing that exists, obstacle that exists that he can kind of duck behind, he does so. He ducks quickly behind and kind of hyperventilates a little bit. As someone who is not usually very aggressive speaking and very authoritative. And it's very clear that he was channeling something and playing a part that was very much not his normal thing. Like he went to a different place, and now that it's all calmed down, he's like not okay. Like he's a little bit like having a bit of a panic attack. He's not dying. He's just having a minute.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Kind of down on his knees, breathing really heavy, probably throws up behind a
Sounds
tent.
like the
or
perfect
behind a
place
tree.
to find a piece of gear.
You know what? I was gonna say, thank you so much for that amazing segue, Sarah. Because you were
we've done this
indeed
before.
gifted some gear here. We've got, what do we have? Here do we have? Oh, there we go. So we've got Clark and Savage getting some gear. So Clark, give me a D8 roll. Let's see what you get. Right, a
4. It's gonna be drugs.
I mean, there's always a chance. Give me a D10 roll. An 8. It is. Whoops. Whoa. What's going on here? There we go. My screen is going crazy. Here we go. An 8. You know, you should play the lotto. It is in fact recreational drugs. Good job.
Nice.
Your choice of whatever kind of rec drugs that, yes, they do exist. Rec drugs do exist here in the Alien universe. And clearly somebody, wants to make sure that they chill out. Probably somebody in the, somebody clearly here in the vicinity of the Children of the Two Divines, has felt a need for some stress release of some kind. So
Do I get to choose?
well, yes, I would say, within limits, right?
Would it be nap relief?
No. The nap relief is not a recreational drug. Nap relief is a
recreational
very
drug is a-
functional
I see.
drug.
I was misreading.
Yes, all good. Yes, it's drugs. He always gets drugs, according to Maeve Climber.
Little
He
little
does.
book of sugar,
He-
Doc.
That's why he wound up all drugged up on the spaceship,
It's true.
because he took the mystery
He
drugs.
did.
Cannabis is on the list.
It is on the list. You can get cannabis.
I feel like he
It's
needs it.
legal in 17 known worlds now. So hey,
Yeah, he's gonna go with cannabis.
fantastic. Yeah, you find like a rolled up joint, like on the ground. Sort
Oh,
of.
I feel like he actually just finds
reroll.
a scraggly plant growing and is
Oh,
like,
no.
this is.
I don't think that people would leave the plateau if there was like a garden of
It
weed.
was growing
and-
naturally.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, we're gonna put the refugees right by all the cannabis.
Wouldn't have
They'll
any-
never leave then,
Correct.
right?
Perfect.
No, I
Watch
feel.
out, Doc. It might be a bag of oregano.
Yeah.
But they will have the munchies all the time.
That's the reason why they're so hungry all the time.
Stolen milk.
Exactly. I've got such a hankering for milk. No, it is. I would say it's definitely a half rolled up joint.
Great.
And then Savage, give me a D8 roll. A 2. Not get drugs.
A 1, a 2, a
3. 3. Yes, it's a Tootsie Roll.
3.
And it is. Give me 1 second. I'll tell you exactly.
Different counting character.
Yes, different counting character.
Right?
Please roll 1, 2. You got a lot of stuff here on this table. I can tell you that. This looks like it's a D10 roll.
Okay.
A 5. Oops. Did it again with my fucking map. There we go. Okay. You get. You see a data. Why did all of a sudden I sound like Carol Channing there for a second? Data. You see
A
a
strawberry.
jam tomorrow, jam yesterday.
There it is. There it is.
Mm.
No, you see a data transmitter card. some kind of basically, instead of using the internet like we would normally do, it's just a way of transmitting audio-visual data. Maybe somebody recorded.
It's a USB.
It is exactly, but it's specifically for
Sure.
audio-visual data.
Okay, I'll
So it's
pocket that.
It's like a recording, perhaps, that somebody made. Who knows? Maybe it was of a person.
Like when
Maybe
you're
DV
playing the
tape.
sandbox games and you pick up the diary entries as
Yes,
you wander around.
yes, and you're like, day 354. Today, I walked along the edge of the beach and I found 17 crabs. Some of them bit my ankles, and just like you see like all the different. Yeah, exactly.
I'm finding them in a suspicious cave full of giant paw prints. Wonder what's in there. Tell you tomorrow.
Last journal entry. Oh my
Found
god, the crabs!
on body of corpse.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Don't you just wish they died closer to the front of the cave before you find the monster?
But then you'd never have any kind of sense of tension. All right, and then the third person
Was
is-
Phoebe.
Was it Phoebe? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Phoebe.
Okay, cool. Phoebe hit me with a D8.
Julie's like, give me my gear.
Give me my gear. A 2. Oh, just like your hubby there. Give me a D10.
Aw.
Yes. They both get... Okay, this one is a 1, not a 2. Or 1, not a 5, I should say. On the table. 2.
This is Baldur's Gate. We're getting the Gith discs.
Did they ever actually have any, like, value? Am I wrong? Like, those discs, did they do anything in that game? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Did
Yeah.
if you followed Lae'zel plots, I think there was something related to them.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I never did.
'Cause
She was just too
A
much
couple
of
of
a bitch.
them do help with the monastery, like where their base is.
I never did the Githyanki Monastery thing. I
Oh,
never
I'm
went
knee
there.
deep in the monastery.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
There's a bunch of items that are pretty worthwhile and a fascinating side quest.
talk for another time. Yes. BG3 talk elsewhere. So, with a 2 on your roll here, Phoebe, you see a. This is interesting. This is not an inexpensive item that you find here on the ground, actually. You find an IFF transponder.
Ooh.
So IFF transponders are sort of rather sizable devices. I can't say the word device. That's one of the things I'll put into my resume. The IFF transponder specifically allows you to pass by sentry guns because they don't see you as targets.
Ooh.
Now
That's cool.
you did not see sentry guns here. But that may be an indicator that there may be such weaponry somewhere here in the camp.
And if not, there definitely will be somewhere else.
Very likely. So everybody's got their gear. Everybody's got their additional stress point from the sitch. I'd like to find out what it is now that the situation itself has resolved itself, with Clark indicating that it's likely that this crashed ship is your next destination.
Now, Matt, am I correctly remembering that there was a crashed ship up on the mesa near the city?
I'm going to
It's
showcase.
not on a mesa.
It's not on the mesa, right? I'm going to showcase to you folks the map that you all received, which was of the area of the colony itself, which I believe I think I gave it to you as a handout.
You did.
Right. So if you guys go to handouts under the "To Go My Own Way" section in Roll20, you will see one that says "Handouts
Dylan Colony."
Dylan Colony." Exactly. I'm gonna just show that for our friends here on the stream,
Okay, yeah.
just so they can see what I'm referring to.
Okay.
And then we'll go.
Yeah, my brain remembered where on the map it was, just not the right level.
All good. All good.
It's
So-
been months.
Of course. So as you guys can see, as you flew over, so the ruined colony, this massive colony for the 100 or so thousand colonists that were here, now completely in ruins, overgrown with vines, buildings disheveled and destroyed. The atmosphere processor to the north east of the colony, where supposedly these ferals make their home now. The phosgene gas leaking out of the atmosphere processor to pervade the entirety of the jungle. Further to the west, past the ruined colony on the north side, you'll see the mining facility, which obviously was the mainstay of the revenue that the colony and indeed the world generated for their ability to subsist and survive. And most likely, one of the main reasons why this planet should be in some way or form taken back into the collective assets of Earth, right? Further along that vector, if you're moving from the atmosphere processor west along where the mining facility is, you'll see the edge of the jungle abut against some kind of potential body of water, perhaps. And at the very southern edge of that abutment, you will see a very small indicator for where this crashed ship is. So you can see as well the distance between where the camp in which you guys are all right now, the several plateaus to the north, of which there are 4, and then the crashed ship. And if you look along the bottom where the indicator for how far away everything is, that looks to be about 4 or 5 kilometers away from you.
Now,
Probably
our
more like 5 or
ship-
6.
if we go back down to our ship, is there
Yes.
a place to land our ship near the crashed ship?
Probably not, because you'd have to land in the jungle somewhere.
Okay. But we could land it, like, just south of the mining facility along this body of water,
Yes.
and then only have to hike through that much jungle and or maybe find a boat and go on the water.
You certainly could do either.
Okay.
Either way, you'd still have to go into the jungle to find the crashed ship.
Yes.
I think we need to hit the atmosphere processor first and see if we can turn this crap off.
That's also a possibility.
I mean, at this point, we're not having this conversation in character. Dot is still curled up around this fucking baby.
Oh, the baby, I would say, like, the mother comes over to you and retrieves her child from you, if you'd be so kind.
Yes. So, yes. At which point, Dot will uncurl and sort of look around, but suspiciously to make sure that nobody has weapons out.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll
then
give Dot a hand.
Solid.
we'll then hand she'll hand the child to the mom, and she's just staying on the ground. She's
Absolutely.
kind of done with these fuckers right now.
Understood. Hey there, Raiders from Maestria Nord. What's happening? Thanks for joining us.
What up?
All right. Y'all can have your discussions as to where you want to go next. I'll just leave it at that right now.
Dot
Yeah, I
is
stay with you.
desultorily digging a pattern in the dirt with the blade of her multi-tool.
While the more negotiable team members are figuring out what the plan is, can Tucker sort of survey the land, knowing how it was for the click to get here across?
Yeah.
It's about, what, 4 or 5 clicks north to the crash ship on this map, if I'm reading
I'd
it
say
right?
more like 5 or 6. I'm not doing the sort of like exact measurement because I can't, unfortunately. But it feels like
Can
that's about right.
I-
5 or 6 clicks, yeah.
Can I get any sense, other than that large body of water, of the terrain so that when I get closer to traversing it, I could potentially use some of my wildcatting stuff to try and navigate the best, quickest ways to get there, or like what to avoid, looking off the plateau because we're up and above? I know there's some canopy in the way, but
Yeah, I'd
getting
say
a rough idea.
like you could probably say, I mean, it's just all jungle, right? Beyond the 4 plateaus which you see interspersed, I should say, between yourself and the crashed ship, almost on a complete like direct line towards it, strangely enough. Like you could draw a line straight through the plateaus from where the camp is directly to that crashed ship. It's just green jungle, phosgene gas sort of evaporating into the mist as far as the eye can see.
Okay. 'Cause yeah, I think I'm gonna set up right path if we do end up driving up there. The new talent from the Wildcatter.
Now, I actually want to ask you about that for a second, Tucker.
Yeah.
Because you have Trina 2, right? Which is essentially just a big Caterpillar truck, right? I can't, and I'm trying as best as I can, trying to figure out how the hell would you drive a truck through the jungle?
So I've been thinking about this. The part of the thing is
Ben's like, nope.
the nature of the 8 wheels and that larger sort of suspension. If you want to pull up the handout, I can
Yeah,
fucking
that's actually not a bad
tell you
idea. Ben, I don't know if Ben has experience with these kinds of things, like in the real world. I know that you were in in several desert environments during your service, Ben, but I don't know if it's jungle, if is in your wheelhouse.
I went to spent 6 months in Okinawa. So if they had roads through there, which is what you have to do to get through the jungle, or maybe if he took it along the bank of that river, something like that, maybe. But yeah, going through the jungle, not a chance.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess that was kind of my question: is noting how these suspensions to both wheel legs, are
it's like one of these
pivotable.
kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sort of wondering: does it have some of that ATV motorcycle bounce that would allow it to sort of and almost like speed walking and rolling over certain stuff? I'm not good with mechanics terms, but
join the club. I think that the key thing to understand is that caterpillars, and you sort of see, if you watch Aliens, the movie Aliens, there are some deleted scenes where Newt's family, who are all wildcatters actually, discover the original ship that landed on LV-426. And in doing so, Newt's father gets face hugged, and then they bring him onto the wildcatter thing, and it's a giant mess. But you get to see a little bit of how these kind of caterpillar type vehicles work as it drives over the very rough surface of LV-426. It's able to traverse the sort of craggy surface of, say, a moon like LV-426 because there's no trees or any kind of foliage or anything like that in the way of it. But a jungle like this, it's going to be very difficult. I'm just going to say it out loud.
Yeah, it's the jungle, not the ground. The ground it can handle.
I will say that looking from this map, it looks like if we were to go back to the outskirts of the city, that one click, we could then drive 6 clicks north, park Trina 2 on the edge of the jungle at the bottom of the lake by the mining facility, and then it's only like 2.5 clicks through the jungle of hiking to get to the crashed ship.
That is accurate.
It's technically more distance, but it's much less of it on our legs.
That's accurate, yeah.
Which will eventually be what Dot advocates for when this conversation happens in game.
Okay.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'm gonna try and sort of get that into the character mindset so we can justify it and not waste too much more time.
Right on. Murphy, any ideas that you want to impart?
Skirting around things sounds.
Ship, something else. I don't know.
Skirting around to get to crash ship makes sense, but we need to make sure to get that processor. I think that needs to be a priority also. So it's a matter of which do we want to do first. I almost feel like the processor going would be better. And from where we are, I feel like the processor is closer to where we are now and closer to Trina. So maybe we start there and then after that go to the crash ship.
I mean, I am not denying that we should go to the processor first, but the atmosphere processor is way the fuck away from where we are.
It's further away.
Oh, wait. No. I kept thinking that it was like down near the tip, but it's not. It's up at the opposite end.
It's way up at the opposite corner.
We got roads that can get there.
It's true.
But that's what I was going to say is if Trina can drive on those roads, then we can drive through the colony in Trina to the Atmo processor. But do remember, that's also apparently where the Ferals live.
Yeah.
So we should be as geared up as we can be for that shit. We should also go back to the ship and throw our suits in Trina so that if we and like rebreathers or anything else we have on the dropship for the jungle and the gas if we fail at the end, because we're gonna need gas protection at the Atmo processor.
Well, if we're worried about failing, maybe we take the refugees that want to go to the crash ship, drop them off, let them figure that out while we go fix the Atmo.
Well, we don't want to get halfway out to the crash ship, and then we all pass out from or go psychotic from the Atmo.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying go take care of the Atmo first.
Do we think it's worth talking to local leadership to see if there's any materialistic help that they can provide us for this journey, as part of it benefits them?
Do they have any people that know how to work on it?
Well, I'm
Or
pretty
do
sure
they
they're
know
the ones,
the
or
best-
equipment or anything?
they're
or
the
can
ones
they
that messed it up trying to kill the psychos.
Can they recommend a route through the ruined colony to get us there?
That's a good call. They know
What is
the
the
area.
best what is the best overland route to get there?
All of these are valid questions. We can roleplay them, or we can simply give you the information that you desire. You guys tell me.
All right, Dot is going to like kind of like shake her head, put her tool away, kind of like wipe the snot off her face with a bare arm, and stand up and be like, "All right, assholes, if we're gonna go fix your mess, you're gonna help us any way you can. So, you said that these ferals live inside the atmosphere processor. Is there a way to get there where they're not just gonna murder us all before we even get a chance to try and fix it?"
She, when I say she, I mean Dazuma, looks at you and says, "There are roads that the colony has still in good repair that allows for you, if you wish to traverse there. It will take a good portion of your time if you wish to go on foot. Through the jungle, then through the colony itself, probably the better part of a day."
All right, so these ferals, do they have any kind of patterns? Do they like to come out at night? Are they attracted to noise? Like, what's gonna keep us safe so that we don't get murdered on our way there?
How much is this like Tremors?
We don't know very much about them, other than they've been like this for the better part of several decades. Each year they get more and more hostile, more and more inhuman with their tactics. They do 100% cannibalize and eat flesh. Many of their own, I'm sure, are their own
As
meals.
we all.
Yes, we get it. They're horrible and scary and disgusting. That's not information we didn't have already, but thanks.
What you perhaps desire is more psychoanalysis of how they tactically move. We stay here, so we don't necessarily know any of their strategies, if they have any. They seem to roam in random patterns through the jungle, in packs like wolves of old Earth.
Does anybody here ever leave the plateau?
We do send out patrols to ensure that our plateau is in fact safe, but they are very well armed and do not go further than perhaps several kilometers at most. In fact,
Great,
the only
then
reason why these individuals, and she points towards the refugees, were able to be brought here at all was because we were able to send out a search force of sorts.
Searching for prisoners. That's interesting. Anyway, who goes on patrol? Just the guards?
Yes, just the guards.
Thanks. And she's going to go walk off and look for guards to talk to. we don't have to roleplay this, but she's
Yeah.
just gonna go like pick the minds of any guards she can find for literally any scrap of useful information. Like, even if it's just like a rumor, like a jungle legend about how they behave, but just any information about these creatures.
Okay. I think that, like, amongst your just sort of like chatting to several guards who definitely eye you suspiciously, not only for the reason that what just occurred seems to have been invested in their minds to make you an outsider, but also because of the fact that you're just a kid. But they do give you several tidbits of information regarding these ferals. For the most part, they do seem to still actually act in a way that is very much indicative that they remember the very tenets of, in a very strange thing, family. That they're not like a hive mind. They have individualistic roles in their groupings. They seem to defend those that are weaker or perhaps are smaller or younger. So perhaps the very basic tenet of humanity that is family is still rooted in the consciousness of these individuals.
Okay, cool. That's it for me. I'm good.
Anyone else? Okay. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to, in whatever way you guys decide to leave the plateau. You're not unceremoniously,
Base
obviously,
jumping. No.
shoved. But you probably would go about doing so in the same fashion that you came here, which is to descend the spiral staircase down to the base of the jungle. It's the same day, right? So you haven't like taken an enormous amount of time to do so. And your ideas are to return at the very least from the camp to the Solovetsky Island and then obtain Trina for your further expeditions, wherever they may be. If that is the case...
And grab the suits we left on the ship and put them on Trina.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I will go ahead and say that I'm going to hand wave that, and say that that goes without any occurrence or event. It's hot. It's it's a very moist, sticky planet, and very humid. Beyond, the ever-present storms that rack the planet at various intervals, these monsoon rains that come and go, like you're in fucking Tallahassee or some shit that just like, and then they just like disappear. The majority of the weather stays good enough for you five to make it back from the camp to the Solovetsky Island.
I think it's worth saying Clark does stub his toe on the way, and it really hurts.
I can imagine so. We'll also say that within that time frame, that time that it takes for you to get from the camp to the Solovetsky Island, I'm going to say that you're not in safe space, because the jungle is not safe. But I'm going to say that whilst you were at the camp, I'm going to say you dropped 2 stress points.
We love that.
Nice.
I don't know if anybody was actually missing health.
Not
Seems
since the
good.
heal up when we
Not
landed.
since the heal up? Fantastic.
More of an RP session than a combat session.
Of course. And what an RP session it was.
I would like to say that I'm, just as an aside, I'm surprised that none of my fellow companions have said anything negative about my idea of going to retrieve this broken ship to save these people, and we're all on the same page.
Holy shit. It's like you're part
I'm
of the
surprised.
group now, Clark. It's crazy.
I know. It feels very uncomfortable.
Yes.
I think
It's
I should
okay.
make
him-
Just violate me while I'm sleeping again.
Oh, whoa. Cool it.
Listen,
Just-
Sarah.
after the sheer
Just-
volume of murder going on last time, I think we all sort of trauma bonded over the idea that the less people we have to lose, the better. And that's maybe just fine for our team to sort of have a philosophy.
I was
Shoot
half
last.
expecting Savage to just shoot me.
No. Savage actually, just to make you a little more uncomfortable, he comes over, puts his hand on your shoulder, and says, "Good job, Doc."
Look at Marcus's face. He's like
However,
stunned.
when Savage does that,
Free to
Dot
throw
is
up behind
standing.
again.
Dot is standing behind Savage and just makes a nasty face at Chesterton, like at.
Dot
As is
truly does
tradition.
know that she's my rival. She really does.
Okay. So I'd say that it takes you folks about if you set off at dawn per se. Sleep was not the best, obviously, as well. The time it would take you to get from the camp through the jungle, the kilometer or so of jungle back to the Solovetsky Island, probably took you approximately, I'd say, a couple of hours. Right, walking through the jungle is an effort. So it's probably like mid-morning when you arrive back at the Solovetsky Island.
It's not too bad.
Not bad at all.
Dot goes rummaging around in the Solovetsky to see if she can dig up a couple of rebreathers.
I'd say there are some, yep.
All right. She'll go pass those around. She's like, I don't know about the rest of you, but I do not feel like slogging across this planet in a spacesuit. But I also like breathing. So here you go.
Nice.
I'm with you on that. I think it's time to drop the EV suits.
Okay.
Is there any sort of like light commando body armor, like jungle, like marine armor that would be on the Solovetsky? Or no?
Unfortunately, no. This is not a marine outfit, so there's no M4 personnel armor that, say, Savage just has because he brought it from when he was a Marine.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is not the place where you would get that kind of thing.
When we get to the Solovetsky Island, none of the other people see this, but from a viewer's perspective, Clark goes into his like quarters with his like personal effects, and he digs around and pulls out a photo of a very younger Clark and a woman that appears to be his mother. And just in the way that they are in this photo, that's what you would assume. And his mother looks a whole lot like the woman with the baby up in our previous encounter. And he pulls it out of his bag. He looks at it for a second, and then he puts it back down in his bag, and then gets whatever, kind of supplies that he might need for the upcoming trek.
Nice. I like that, Marcus. So now I guess the question becomes, folks, what is it that you folks have ruminated about? What is it that you guys want to actually do? You're at the Solovetsky Island. You seem to be able to be somewhat geared up. I believe that some of you are taking off your suits and putting on just rebreathers so that you can breathe better but not get completely exhausted by the ridiculous weight of these atmosphere suits, which are clearly not needed because you have breathable atmosphere here. Who's removing the suits and just taking rebreathers? It sounded like Tucker. Anybody else?
I was not wearing my suit to begin with.
Yeah.
Fair.
And now
No
I just
suit,
have,
so
but now I
rebreather.
have a rebreather. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Same.
Clark, okay, so just rebreathers, no suits, and therefore obviously no armor, except for I think Savage, who has the M4 personnel armor. If I'm not mistaken.
Is there any are there any like military like supplies? Is there any armament available on the Solovetsky Island, like an emergency like weapons
So
cache or something like
yeah,
that?
the
Offer you the spear.
the weaponry that you were able to obtain would have been granted to you by the quartermaster on board the Ionla. In terms of what's on board of the actual Solovetsky Island, I think that within reason, I think that there is some weaponry, but it's not like full out smart guns and grenades and bombs and shit like that. I
I
think
feel like
that-
there should be at least an emergency cache that Clark should be able to, if he doesn't outright have access to, should be able to relatively easily like hack
Shotgun
into
or a pistol.
to
There's
get something
definitely
other than a
pistols.
bolt
I would
gun.
say for certainly your standard sidearm is available, right? That's a given, I think. My opinion.
I would like to, if possible, acquire some type of actual firearm. I think a sidearm is ideal for Clark.
Yep.
To just conceal somewhere, in addition to his bolt gun, just to be prepared for his newfound fervor for this mission.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Absolutely. In fact, I can discern whilst you guys are making your way, what is exactly aboard the Solovetsky Island, but because it's actually in the it's in the Building Better Worlds handbook as to what exactly the Solovetsky Island has. It does seem that the map of the Solovetsky Island includes science stores, relief supplies. It is a science vessel, right? It's a scientific exploration vessel. It's not like, we're not talking about the what the hell is it called? The
Sulaco.
Thank you, the Sulaco, which was the massive like fucking freighter in Aliens, which is the Marine freighter, right? The UA Marines that did that. That used that ship. But I think, showers, EVA suits, bunks, infirmaries, med pods, stores. I'm not seeing like an armory. You know what I mean?
I feel like they're maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it in reality there would be some type of emergency armament situation, even if it's like a simple lockbox with a handgun in it.
Yeah, I would argue with Hidden Stash being such an available talent that there's definitely somebody who's got some contraband.
Someone on this,
So-
because there are people on the
There's
ship
security
with us,
officers.
so.
Like Hamida Amir, for example, is a security officer. She comes.
One of them's got to be a
equipped.
gun nut.
Yeah. So Hamida, for example, has as part of her gear, she has a pulse rifle, right? She has a shock gun, not a shotgun, but a shock gun that shoots taser rifle type ammunition.
Yeah, those are good.
And she also has personnel armor the same as our friend Savage. So between Amir, who has her own personal weapons as part of security, and Savage, who has his own personal items and weapons, there's no sort of like giant like I need guns, lots of guns, right? Giant like store of hundreds of types of rifles and weapons. I would say that the great majority of the security stores are ammunition for the weapons that the security officers already have. Okay.
I feel like Clark wants to search for some type of hidden stash of something.
Okay.
Thought we had
literally in his mind he's looking for like a handgun, a sidearm.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought we had a couple of extra handguns.
yeah,
from the,
that I can
the
certainly.
last family.
Yeah, we can hand wave it and have you guys pick up some pistols and stuff like that. I really don't give a shit about that. That's fine. I'm just talking about like you wouldn't be getting like a rocket launcher, right? Like all of a sudden out of
No, I
nowhere.
think Clark's just looking for a something that's not that's not meant to be not a weapon, which is the bolt gun that he has.
Yep.
And something that is meant to be the most basic weapon that you can have.
Yeah,
The
we
whole
have
time-
2 handguns left over from the Moreaus.
Oh, nice.
Well, one of them I have. I was gonna say the whole time Clark is doing that, Dot is just sitting there cleaning crazy grandpa's pistol and watching him search.
So is I'm assuming Doc is walking around asking people if they've seen an extra firearm, right?
Well, I think Clark probably would search first, ask second, because
Sounds
he's
about right.
awkward. And so if he doesn't find anything in his search, he'd probably ask Savage first. After that.
All right. Works for me. So what kind of handgun did you use, sir?
I have Clark has zero preference whatsoever because he also doesn't know the difference.
All right. So the kind of pistols, like besides the ones that you got from the Moreaus, the kind of weapons that you would probably have at your command, or sorry, at your availability, would be something like a. Looking in the compendium here, something like, well, definitely an M4A3 service pistol. I would also include several other kinds of pistols that you may have as well. There is your standard service pistol, M4A3, but there's also what's called a Rexim EVA pistol. Now, Rexim EVA pistols are expensive. They shoot armor piercing. They also look, if you look in the compendium, they look really fucking cool. It's like someone like attached a laser sight to a.
They're very Han Solo.
Yeah, they're very Han Solo. They still shoot regular bullets, but they're big mamma jammer pistols.
Yeah, I think I think if it were easy enough for Clark to find an M4A3, that would be like ideal for him. Like the
100%.
most standard of standard, something that just somebody's got it lying around that he can use his quirkiness to figure out where might these people hide these things.
Cool.
And he finds one and he tucks it away.
Okay. So you could just grab that from the compendium and drag it onto your character sheet, and you'll have that as a weapon. If you can't figure it out, I'll do it for you. No worries. Okay. So, again, we return to the same question which had before, which was, are you all kitted out beyond the materials that we've just discussed at the Solovetsky Island that you need to be? Excellent.
I
Where do
cannot
you
drag this weapon?
I'll do it for you, Pat. Marcus,
Okay.
I'll do it right now.
Oh wait, I got it.
Oh, you got it. Great.
Cool.
All right. So I guess the question is, where do you want to go?
Would you guys rather go to the ship, or would you guys rather go to the processor?
Vote processor.
Chip.
Oh, that is a cool looking
Yep.
gun.
I'm holding a vote. Ship processor.
Processor.
2 for
Ship.
processor, 2 for ship. Jesus!
Oh,
Sarah casts the deciding vote.
where does Clark want to go?
Where does who? Where does Clark want to go?
Where does Clark
Ship.
want to go?
Ship.
Processor.
Okay, so 3 for the processor,
Oh, that
2 for
covered.
the ship.
Saw that coming.
Okay, folks. I love the way we make decisions here in Alien RPG.
Hey, there's a buddy and a rival system for a reason.
100%. 100%. Okay.
Somehow I knew before we started that we were going to be right.
I was gonna make you my buddy because I thought it would be really funny, but then you put machinery on me while I was sleeping, and all bets were off, man.
I knew that we would never be buddies. We played brother and sister for too long.
This is true. Brother and sister kind of hated each other.
Okay. So let me just jump to what's going on. All right, so you guys decide to make the trek
What's
to
going
the
on?
atmosphere processor.
Aye, aye.
So the trip itself in Trina as the sort of massive caterpillar-like truck rumbles off of the loading dock onto the remains of the concrete that has been infested with vines and plants in the encroaching jungle. Sort of trembles beneath all of you as you're all placed into your harnesses, all 5 of you, as we see Tucker at the wheel. Tucker, what is the cab of Trina look like now that you've sort of
It
outfitted
is
it
an
to look
absolute. There are newspapers, tool belts. Like, it is sittable, but it definitely looks like the front of a Ford F-150 of a guy who uses it every day for multiple things around the ranch.
amazing.
Do you have things up on the dashboard like what's his name
Girls.
from Guardians
Hula
of the
Girls.
Galaxy?
There's
Hondo?
no, there's a generic Wei mug. There's like a world's best uncle mug that's like the handle is taped back on. There's like
Is there like a New York Yankees
4
bobblehead?
or 5 almost. There's like 4 or 5 coffee cups, and there's definitely something like fuzzy dice dangling from. In this case, it wouldn't be a rear view. It's probably some sort of like in the rain and snow. You can still see the infrared sort of loose
Tesla view.
front scanner. Yeah, the
Any
Tesla.
little
view.
rubber duckies?
Where
No,
you
I
see the
think
dead people in graveyards.
I think the thing with him is like it's a bunch of sticky notes on different types of minerals and like what their appearances are, so that he knows like any sort of surface appearance on what to look for certain prospecting and mining. It's much more of a chaotic cubicle than it is the fancy decoration. It's still likable in its awkward charm, but I do not think it is designed for other people to enjoy.
I have a suspicion that there's like tape at least over one button that says "Do not
Oh.
push."
Yes. No, you know what it is? It is a taped on button that's been broken off. The whole button is taped now.
That's great. I love that.
Nice.
So yeah, all of you are sort of strapped in. Tucker's at the wheel. You're all bouncing around in the cab.
Feels very Armageddon.
It does
No,
feel
the
very
Guardians of the
Armageddon.
Galaxy is, we already decided, it's all 80s hair metal music.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
First of all,
that
you'll
kind of stuff.
you'll never beat Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes,
Guardians
exactly.
of the Galaxy.
You did it very well.
music.
Like
It's
blaring
the
out of the
final countdown.
Yep.
blaring out of the windows as you drive through this absolutely decimated, apocalyptic colony of buildings in shambles. Just absolutely after, like, imagine what New York would look like with no people and just reclaimed from nature after 60 years.
So like I am Legend.
Legend.
I am Legend. Yes.
Just thinking about it.
Even more so, probably, because if New York was like near a jungle, then the jungle would reclaim it.
First of all, so weird that was such a good movie and it had Will Smith in it. But that's the whole side.
Wow. Wow, Marcus. The commentary, sir.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I think that you're able to drive Trina through this colony. Now, occasionally, as you drive through, you do see fleeting groups of who you could assume to be ferals. They do not run at your truck, kamikaze style, and try to, like, attack you. In fact, if anything, the rather sizable noise that projects throughout this ruined colony, echoes throughout, and presents some kind of almost,
Sonic defense.
yes, in a way,
Blaring through the speakers.
to these startlingly small groups of nomadic feral humanoids that just sort of roam through the colony. But after the
Are they
course,
scattering in fear?
yeah, they do seem to scatter in fear from at the very sound and or size of the truck. It seems like their vantage certainly would be to utilize the jungle and its domains as some kind of stealthy attack environment. Here within the colony, they're simply trying to fend for themselves and scrounge whatever they can. The food clearly does not necessarily mean to be one of the things that they're looking for. They have found other ways of obtaining that.
Purely from a scientific perspective, are we currently blaring music outside?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, that's Sonic I was talking about.
What are we currently playing?
It's
Flight
way
of the
more
Valkyrie.
Peacemaker than it is. Reigns of Mars.
Yes, exactly.
No,
Well, that's
no,
what I was
it's-
going to say. As a scientist, I feel like I would like to do a test and change the song that we're playing on the outboard speakers from what I assume is Flight of the Valkyrie to Sabotage and see what happens.
It's a sabotage.
Yeah, exactly. Just to see if they change their behavior,
Okay.
purely from a scientific perspective.
They start sliding across the hoods of cars.
They
immediately
they
start
all
shooting at
grow They immediately all grow
When that
mustaches.
song-
Yes, indeed.
When that song is over, we put on Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars.
Okay, then. Amazing.
Then we play a lullaby.
I will say
You, my mother.
a couple of things occur. As you drive through the city, there are situations where even though your truck is able to sort of roll over the majority of these roots and vines that stretch through the entirety of all of these buildings, like you just feel like there's these rolls where that the truck has to overcome, where you just feel it in your back. You're like, oh shit, that's gonna hurt in the morning. But you are able to overcome it for certain. But it's hot, folks. It's really, really hot. Like, if you didn't have your water canteens with you, you feel like you would be getting heat stroke. Absolutely, certainly.
Does
The
Trina
truck.
not have air conditioning?
It does not have.
Doesn't Trina have climate control?
I don't think Trina has any semblance of climate control. It's just like
Really? Because can't they prospect
construction
on
worker.
planets that aren't terraformed yet?
There's probably one really loud radiator for filtration inside the cabin.
God.
If you
Okay.
turn the air conditioner on, it'll make a really loud noise that will distract you from the heat.
Yeah,
Sure.
Classic.
Yeah, man, but it's a dry heat. Okay.
That's right. Heat.
Not in the jungle.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
This is
definitely not.
definitely not a dry heat.
The
People
AC
that
sounds
say that don't really
like a
know
New
what
York
they're talking
radiator,
about.
Like a slapping
Like there are
sound
gnomes
instead of a
inside
pipe.
it with little hammers.
Yeah.
Ka-chunk, 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 clank. Bang, 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 bang,
After
bang, bang.
about 20 or 30 minutes of driving through the city, you note that one of these like overhead storms starts to just absolutely encroach, and then within a moment's notice, just sheets of rain, which certainly drives back the heat. You're able to like, oh, thank God. Maybe one of you like sticks their head out the window just to be like, look at all the rain, just feeling it come fall down on your face. Just the entirety.
Let's be honest, it's not.
I was gonna say it's definitely me,
Okay.
but they just like got her arms out the window and just like washing all the dirt and sweat off them. Like, oh god, that's good.
Lightning, sort of,
Ugh.
whether it's heat lightning or actual like storm lightning, sort of like you just see purple blue bands of it just whoosh across the sky as these just massive storms, unlike anything that we are probably like to expect here on Earth at this time. Who knows? Within 10 years, maybe. Experience. And then the storm just sits there and just coats the street. Like all of the plant life, all of the buildings are just dripping with water.
I hate to say it, but this place is almost kind of pretty in the rain.
Rain helps.
So green.
how's our
a lot
visibility
of
on
green.
ferals in the rain?
You don't see any. Just checking something.
I was gonna say, yeah. Can you ping where we are at this point in the
Yes,
travel-
absolutely. Yeah, I would say you guys are probably right about here on the map. which is like
Sure.
right in the middle of the city. Right there.
Mhm.
So you guys are about 2 or 3 clicks to the atmosphere processor. The rain
I think we're going to
continues
stay along the
pound
main boulevards.
Yeah,
so it
I
can
see
be a
it.
clean, straight speed
Yeah.
shot.
down. Exactly, I see it. Exactly what you guys are doing.
Yep.
Just checking something. So apologies.
Dot's like hanging with her head backwards out the window, going, I don't even care if the shit is poison. It feels amazing.
Yeah, you do notice that the phosgene gas that is echoing out, or not echoing, but streaming out of the atmosphere processor, you all have your rebreathers on. Now, remind me about the rebreathers. Is there a power that you have to use? Is it air supply
Nope.
that is the resource?
Nope.
It's energy pump, no?
Nope, there is no resource on rebreathers. They just filter the
They just
current
filter
air,
the
but
air.
you can't use them in a non-breathable atmosphere. It just
Gotcha.
filters the air that you're breathing.
They're the
'Cause
Phantom Menace.
Oh yeah, those things.
Yeah, they're what the family had on the last
It's a
planet.
little gas mask.
They're just little gas masks. Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of you seeing the intense amount of water that is just deluging from the sky. You may have some flashbacks to when you were all trapped in that basement as it was flooding, and those little leggy snakes were sort of coming up from the water.
Apparently, rebreathers typically provide 6 hours of breathable air.
Amazing.
Mhm.
6 hours, so it's not infinite. Good to know.
It is.
So do they just like expire after 6 hours? They just no longer become usable, it sounds like?
Maybe like little canisters that go in the breather section.
Makes sense, right? Because the filters
Filters
probably...
a filter that'll get clogged after a while.
Yep, makes sense. So if you guys are
So
using
we
the
get
filters
6 hours to fix the
to
atmo
fix the
processor.
atmosphere and get back.
Well, once we fix it, it'll stop spitting phosgene gas everywhere. That's
Correct.
According
Just
to AI. And
Correct.
AI pretends that it knows a lot about Alien RPG.
Well,
it could also be full of shit, though.
It could be full of
Because-
shit.
Let me. I'll go scrolling. I'll pull this arrow.
you go scrolling through those core rule books, Patrick. And let's see if Sarah gets there before you do.
Oh, is that
It's a
it?
race.
Okay.
It's a race!
Not
It's
good.
a race.
Because I'm
They
doing
also
more
can
important
malfunction.
shit. They can't malfunction. Good to know.
They can malfunction.
Oh,
And panic and stress can make you breathe harder,
that
which can
makes
potentially
sense.
affect time.
I like that.
This is all according to AI.
I like this. Thanks. Thanks so much.
And in an emergency, multiple people can share a single rebreather effectively.
Skynet's
I don't
trying to
know
kill
where
us.
it's getting this because I just went through.
Maybe it's reading
2
the
books.
evolved. It may be reading the Alien RPG evolved rulebook. Who knows?
I just went through Core, Building Better Worlds, and Colonial Marines, and the only place that rebreather is mentioned in is in the Core rulebook, and it doesn't have any of those rules. So I am curious.
All right. I am going to roll a d5. Cool.
Who's getting attacked?
Dot, as you sort of lean out the window and you're just like the water is siphoning down through your hair, your eyes are closed, you're enjoying the cool feeling of this liquid saving you and preventing you from getting any form of heat stroke. Your
Found
eyes
it.
open just a bit, and you see a purple blue wave of lightning sort of crackle across the sky, and then swoosh, there is an absolutely titanic sound as a bolt of lightning strikes the ground not 10 feet off the side of Trina from where you are.
Oh shit! Like, immediately sucks herself back inside with the
you want a
agility that only a
piloting check?
14-year-old has.
So a couple of things are going to happen. Number one, I was waiting for this for a while, so I need to make sure that everybody has something to do when this occurs. And what is that? Number one, I definitely need, yes, a piloting check from you, Patrick.
Do I get a bonus because I'm used to piloting Daihotes?
I'm going to go ahead and say, have you ever have had any chance of piloting Daihodai tractors when a lightning bolt has hit the ground? That sounds kind of like this. Hold on.
So no.
Including SassFX.
Nice.
Now,
Then make your piloting check, sir.
here's the thing. With Right Path as a talent, it does say you have a canny knack for seeing terrain in a way that no one else can and getting your vehicle safely where it needs to go. Vague but specific.
Does it
Plus
say
2
the
to all
word?
piloting.
Does it say the word hazards or lightning or anything like that in there?
It says vehicle safety.
God damn these rules lawyers! They infest every fucking game I play.
Pro bono rules lawyer.
What's it called?
Right Path.
Yes,
Plus
don't
2
drive
to
through a
piloting.
lightning bolt. Drive to the side of it.
Well, but like avoiding potholes.
What the
and
fuck?
creating
I'll give it to
craters.
you. I don't want you to die in a lightning bolt, incident. To success.
Dose success.
So yeah, there's like this just sort of wave of force that affects the tractor, just pushes off to the side. But it is going to make an attack, so to speak, on Dot. Like the residual static electricity
shit.
from this lightning bolt comes very close. I've never been myself personally affected by lightning, but I can only imagine that if you are in any way, shape, or form near a lightning bolt, that shit is dangerous.
Yes.
It would seem that way.
Accurate.
So it does say anyone within medium range, I'm going to say Dot is definitely within medium range of a lightning bolt, suffers an attack. I don't think you're going to like me very much, Sarah. With
It's okay.
12 base dice damage 1.
Well, fortunately, I do have dodge.
Good.
Why does it not let us roll these anyway? It doesn't let it roll your talents anymore, which is weird.
What is
But-
that talent? Tell me what dodge does.
Essentially, it means that I can dodge instead of block when an attack comes in. It's a mobility roll, and it's only used to reduce damage.
Okay, so let's see how much damage my 12 base dice do.
All right.
So I'm going to roll 12d6, and every six is a success. Therefore, every 6 is a point of damage.
Yes.
So that is three sixes.
Okay. All right.
Therefore, 3 points of damage.
Yes. Let me double check something here. Okay. I was hoping that I had some mobility banked, but I don't, because I don't think you can bank mobility.
No.
So, all right. Here we go. Bam. No bonuses. I'm going to push it.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus!
Fuck my life.
No!
Well, so nothing happens
Not
on
to spell out
mechanic.
of the jacket.
However,
Yes, you
Uh,
take the 3 points of damage, I think,
that
though, right?
that will take me to 0.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
However, I also have another talent.
Oh, God. You only had 3 health? Jesus.
I'm a fucking kid.
That's true. I killed a kid, guys.
Oh wait, no, you might not have. Hold on, because it didn't copy pasta. Because I also have. Oh my God! You just deleted my talent from my character sheet.
I
you piece
didn't
of
do a
shit.
thing.
No, my computer did.
Oh, your computer did. Okay.
I get to roll I get to roll 2 d66s and pick the one I want.
Oh, thank God.
It is a talent called Beneath Notice. It's from the core rulebook. It is one of the 2 kid talents that you can choose on character creation.
Okay, so let's call a spade, and we're gonna. Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Right? I'm gonna stretch out. I'm gonna stretch out this stressful situation in our lives even more so, because it's
Gonna
time
take
we
a
took
break?
our break. Yes. When we come
Okay.
back, we will roll those 2 d66s because you are in fact broken from this
Yep.
lightning strike, and see what the fuck just happened.
Yep.
O
Oh boy.
M fucking G.
Oh boy.
Okay, guys, we will be back in about 5 to 7 minutes, and we'll see you all after the break. All right, we're back, folks. Thank you for being with us tonight. We really do appreciate all of the amazing support from the people here in chat, you guys who are watching on YouTube. If you wish to join us in our Discord, there is the link. For those of you who are watching along on Twitch, if you're wanting to know where you can catch our Discord, just look in the doobly-doo below the YouTube video and you'll see our link to our Discord right there. That way you can communicate and contact and get in on the fun with all these amazing folks and others. Play all of our amazing games, usually Thursdays, Thursdays? I can't speak anymore. It's been a week, folks. I'm all hopped on all kinds of medication just to keep me alive. Thursdays, Fridays, and some Sundays. I think we do some Sunday games too. Okay, let's deal with the ramifications of what just occurred.
Oh boy.
Sarah, give me 2 D66 rolls.
Alrighty. Oop. Here you are, character sheet. We got 1 and 2.
Okay.
42 and 33. I'm going to take a look at those. I have a feeling it's going to be 33.
Yes, I would assume. The lower number is usually the better number when it comes to broken rolls.
Yes. Well, the good news is neither one of these are fatal.
Good.
But so we'll start. 42 is a crushed foot.
Oh, jeez.
Can't run, only crawl. Takes
Okay.
3d6 days to heal.
Oof.
Or 33 is broken ribs,
Okay.
which is mobility in close combat -2, which totally fucks me, but whatever. But it's 2d6 days to heal.
Oosh. Well, which one are you choosing,
Now-
Sarah?
I am gonna have to relook up how the healing from broken works, but I'm gonna take the broken ribs.
Yeah. Okay. So
So I'm gonna say, as it cracks, and as she's saying "oh shit" and trying to yank herself back in,
for sure.
the truck bounces and she kind of smacks her rib
Oh,
cage against
God.
the window frame as she's yanking herself back in.
Oof. I feel that one. Nice description, Sarah.
And so that is, we said it was 2d6 days. So this,
Roll your
I'm gonna have
2d6.
broken ribs for
8
fucking days. Jesus
Jesus.
Christ.
That sucks.
So that's the rest of this adventure, y'all.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Kids heal fast, right?
Is
I'm
there
at 0 hit points.
anything that I can do to help?
So I
make
am-
that go
Great
better?
question.
I am-
Let's find out.
Definitely on the floor of the of Trina, just curled up in a ball and whimpering because that shit hurts like hell.
Okay. So, that is your critical injury. In the core rulebook, for healing, if someone tends to you daily during the process of healing a critical injury and makes a medical aid roll, the remaining healing time is reduced by half. So it sounds like Dr. Murphy, white courtesy phone. Dr. Murphy, white courtesy phone.
Gotcha.
Don't forget we have
Does that start on day 1? So I
Starts
can
right now.
do that now.
You literally starts right now.
we have a something spooky redemption as well in the chat.
Yes.
ticket.
Don't worry. I've got that in store.
Oh, I bet.
I figured you had
and if
something.
Do I get any additional dice
Great question.
for
You
field
have a
surgeon
surgery-
or
And you have
I
your
have
surgery
surgery kit.
surgical kit.
So
yeah.
the surgical kit, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Right? Medical kits and surgical kits. I think the surgical kit gives you a +1 bonus. I have to take a look and make sure that's the case.
I believe it does.
so.
I also have a +1 in medical aid,
Ooh, okay.
if I can help.
I think we're going for a single... Well, I mean, anybody can make medical aid rolls. Like, if she fucks it up, you can jump in there and try it up. Not to say that Julie's character is going to fuck it up. I'm just going to say that she's not the only person who could do it.
If you
I
aid
also
him,
don't
doesn't it give
remember
him like
what-
one
what
extra dice?
happened- What happened to Dot?
So, yes, you can aid. Up to 2 players can aid and give additional dice.
I broke my ribs.
Why? What happened?
The lightning strike.
Oh,
So
Okay, the
if he
surgical
aids me,
kit-
it would give me a... Go ahead.
Okay, there we go. A med kit is a +2 mod to medical aid rolls, but can only be used once.
Right.
The surgical kit would give you a +1 mod if you were trying to prevent death from a fatal critical, which I don't have.
Right.
But so you could use a personal med kit to get a +2 mod to this roll.
Do you have any personal med
Okay.
kits?
I have 2 of them.
I do. And I have one if she wants to use the one that's on me.
Superb. So let's go ahead and use one of those consumable personal med kits. It'll drop them down.
Let's start with the one that's on you, since I will
Yep, that
be
makes sense
administering.
to me.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that gives me a +2, and if somebody else does an assist, would that give me an additional die?
It will give you an additional bonus die. That's correct.
So,
I can help out.
okay, so that will give me an additional 3 dice.
Yes.
Do I need to roll anything?
You do not. It's simply her roll. Okay, so that is 4 successes.
Nice.
That puts
got
me back at
beast.
There we
full
go.
health. Hell yeah.
So let's take a look at this for a sec, because I don't know if you actually get health back from that.
You do. I believe we've looked this up before. It is 1 success to stabilize a broken person, but if you roll additional successes, they heal hit points for
Let
them.
me check the stunts off of your medical aid roll. I think you may be right here, Sarah. Let me just double check.
Stunts for
Yep.
I've got it.
Yep.
medical. Yeah, recover +1 health points.
Yep, super. All right.
Yep.
So that brings you back to full health, but you still have the
Back to
broken
full
ribs.
health, but I got broken ribs, which means I've got a -2 on mobility and what was
Close
the
combat.
other one? Close combat.
Makes sense.
So that's gonna suck for a while, but
right.
that also means that I'm down to 4 days with Bella Rose here.
Yeah, the good news, it's not 8 days. It's 4 days that you
Yeah.
get this for. That's great. Amazing. Now, another thing that we learned in the break is that these rebreathers actually do have an air supply. Patrick was
Yes.
very
Page
studious.
62.
Page 62.
I found it. I found it and confirmed for whatever reason because it was rebreathers, plural. My search didn't find it.
Got it. So that means that everybody on their character sheet, because if they're using rebreathers, and I'm assuming you all are, need to go down to your character sheet where it says air supply and put a big 2 there.
And it's half weight.
Superb.
Yes.
If anybody is.
I don't think
running close to
anybody
that
is close to encumbering themselves at this point.
I am not.
deal. I'm not.
Because we got some strong gee folks who's carrying a lot of shit, or some people not carrying a lot of shit.
Exactly.
So I think that the key thing that we learn is for air supply, when you are in stressful situations and or running all over the place, air supply can be used up sooner than just breathing every couple hours. Because it says a 6-hour timeline, we're assuming that with an air supply of 2, that means every 3 hours you use up 1 in normal breathing. But if you're like, then clearly that runs out faster, right? Okay. So with that particular hazard out of the way, the rain, after approximately an hour or so of you driving through the colony, does in fact seem to slowly subside. And you see on the horizon a absolutely just what's the word for it? It's not monumental, it's cyclopean. I love that word. Cyclopean in terms of how enormous this building is. We've all seen what the atmosphere processor looks like. If you've seen Aliens, you understand what this thing looks like. It looks like sort of a pyramid had its top chopped off, and these sort of slanting walls. There are beads of and rivets of electricity that are just sort of arcing out from the atmosphere processor as it attempts to do its job to actually process the atmosphere and make it breathable. Clearly, the atmosphere here on this planet was not breathable 100 or so years ago, and continues to be breathable, although the phosgene gas that leaks from it, certainly caused by those colonists at the plateau, was not effective in poisoning anyone at all. In fact, it sort of stirs up questions in your mind. If in fact the ferals did make the atmosphere processor their home, and the phosgene gas is being expelled from the atmosphere processor, could these ferals have some way or other been able to survive with inhaling phosgene gas? Clearly not if they were human. So as you approach this tower, you see that there are arrayed around the atmosphere processor in its hexagonal form of walls several doorways, right? There's doorways at each sort of cardinal, quote unquote, cardinal point of the 6. So if we take a look at our map here, right, we're looking at doorways probably at each of the hexagonal joints. In fact, probably the easiest one to enter through would be the western gate, because there's this road. Hopefully you are all looking at the one that I'm looking at. I'm just going to draw it in yellow just to make sure we're all on the same page. This road here that goes up and then arcs eastward towards the main gate of the atmosphere processor. One of them, at least. I'm assuming, Tucker, that's probably where you're headed to. Otherwise, you'd be driving off-road, essentially.
Yeah, no, this seems like the clearest and probably the easiest way to have avoided anything absolutely worse with the lightning strikes. Okay. Narrow alleys, any sort of lightning rod problems. Middle of the road, you've got the tall buildings on both sides, and clean, wide road to avoid most potholes.
Exactly.
Except for cracking ribs on the child.
Absolutely. So
Totally the driver's fault.
Totally the driver's fault. So I'm going to place you all on a map.
New map.
Yay!
This map is another amazing map from our friend Jesper Nilsson Siren. Jesper has done
Such good work.
Each time that I get a map from him, it feels so original. It feels so real. It feels so well done. But I never expect maps like this, because there is no map of the atmosphere processor in the book, folks. None at all. All Jesper had to work with were maps of atmosphere processors from alien-based games or alien universe-based games that utilize the atmosphere processor as an interior location, as well as sort of what is it? Not fan art, but like
Concept art?
Concept art. Thank you, Patrick. Concept art of the interiors of what the atmosphere processor would look like from the movie Aliens, of which there is a good amount. So I'm going to move you to the map, and you will be staggered by how fucking enormous it is.
Oh boy.
It is a 150 pixel by 150 square by 150 square sized map.
Good lord.
I have no vision.
Beast.
I am going to give you
Yeah,
all
me either.
vision. I know. I had to bring everybody's token on, and I didn't give you vision. But technically speaking, it's actually quite easy to fix this. I'm just going to turn, not the dynamic lighting off, but daylight mode on, and that should hopefully fix it. Yeah, there we go.
Good lord, it's just the outside.
It's just the outside.
Oh, there we go.
That's how small the door is. Jesus. Hell yeah.
The door is here.
Oh wow.
Still haven't got it.
Try refreshing your screen.
Yeah, because I can see it now. That's crazy.
Everybody's vision is the same, which is good. It could be that because it's such a big map, Ben, that your computer's like, fuck you.
It might be.
Here it is.
Do me a favor, folks. Go ahead and move your token around just to make sure that you can move it around.
Yeah, I can.
Amazing. All right. So you're all outside the atmosphere processor, and the door awaits.
God damn, this building is huge. Holy shit. We're gonna be in here a while, y'all.
It's possible. It's possible.
It's a 3-session map.
It's a 3-session map. Yes. 3-course meal.
Yeah, roll 20 is not doing it for me. Let me
Okay.
dump it and try again.
Dump it. Dump it good.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow.
All right. So you're all outside. The rain has stopped, but the heat is becoming oppressive. You know that within the atmosphere processor, you would expect the heat, hopefully, to be somewhat less, because the humidity, obviously, in the outside environment would be more so than in a, at least in the building, there's no sun, but it still may be quite humid in there.
Matt,
Yes, sir.
can I turn on the M314 long range scanners
Okay.
and see if there's any sort of movement? If we are unsure, and game mother implication that potentially the ferals are based here, can I get a sense if they are crawling all over this facility?
Sure.
And or if there is multiple things moving around, one thing moving around, nothing moving around. And what check would you
Actually-
like for that? Sorry.
So this is essentially some kind of a motion detector. I just want to make sure I'm feeling this
Yeah,
out right.
the M314 tracker, long range.
Let me see what that. Okay, I've got it. M314 motion tracker. So that's the heavy one, right? The 316 is the portable one that you see in the movies. The M314 is the big ass one.
It's strapped into the Safari pack I still have.
Right on. Okay, so that's for long range indoors. I will go ahead and say long range is up to 100 meters away.
Okay.
I'm just going to do some quick measurement with my friend here, the ruler, show you what 100 meters may look like. I should probably put it in, like, that would be, 100 meters would be 300 feet. So that's about to here. That's long range.
Yeah.
You see that?
Great. Yep. No, I even want to get that. I want to get a sense of, are we walking into trouble? Is trouble further in? We'll get there when we get there.
Okay. Here's what your long... Actually, I think you have to make a Comtech roll for me, if I'm not mistaken.
Then I will make a contact roll.
Go for
And
it.
because I have the hand kit equipment that I picked up for when we were in the jungle and expecting to be on foot, I do get a +1 to Comtech for that,
Super.
as I am partly laden with gear right now. Ooh, nothing. I am going to try and walk right up to the door and push that and
Okay.
get as close as possible past the outside barrier of this atmo processor. Nope.
Yeah, you
Well,
don't
shit.
get... You don't get... Strangely enough, you don't get... Maybe it's the way that the building is created. Maybe there's like internal like siding, like the way that it's built. Maybe the actual materials of the atmosphere processor. Maybe it's just the interference from the atmosphere
I'm gonna-
processor
Can I
itself.
come up behind him with my M316 motion tracker for medium range?
Medium range would give you 50 feet.
Just to see if there's anything immediately behind this door that's going to
Sure.
leap out at us when we open it?
That's great.
I
yeah.
think Tucker has put down the backpack and is kicking the side of this thing to be like, come on, why won't you work?
God damn it.
Wow.
I will push.
Nice. Okay.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well,
Sorry.
either these walls ain't that thick or there's nothing inside.
Okay. Context.
Do me a favor. You
I'm-
did get a panic, just for sake of argument. Please roll
Oh,
me
I
that.
didn't. Yes, I missed that. I'm sorry.
If you get a 10 or
Come
higher, then
here.
it does not function. This is a stressful
Panic.
sitch, folks. You're fine. You're good.
All right.
You're very, very
Okay.
good.
I'm good. I have 3 extra successes. It was Comtech. I would like to take a new and unexpected information, and then I'm going to bank 2 +1s for later.
Okay. The new and unexpected information that you receive from your Comtech roll with your with your motion tracker is that the motion tracker does in fact not see anything within 50 feet of where you are. In fact, it's just boop, 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 boop. Or actually, more likely, the actual motion tracker doesn't make a sound. It just goes puh, 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 like you hear in the movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Normally, when something is moving, that's when you hear the sound, right? When it starts going boop,
Yeah.
boop,
Like when it's getting closer.
exactly, right?
So yeah, Dot will like look over at Tucker and be like, I got nothing. Oh, sorry.
Well, I think it's clear. I'm not getting a reading. She's not getting a reading. So either...
At least for the next 50 feet, but I'm going to keep it up as we start moving in. Like, I'm going to keep it up and running.
Yeah.
Okay. So the door itself is closed. Very much closed. And does not seem to have like a button that says, open here. I mean, there's a side panel that if you were in a vehicle or something like that, because just like in Aliens again, in order for larger gates like this to be opened, they would be opened with telemetry from a vehicle or something.
Would there be a way to pry that panel open and like make a heavy maintenance check to sort of jerry-rig it?
You could, yeah. I would say so, yeah. Run a bypass. You could also do that.
I mean, heavy machinery is more fun. I want to get in there and wrench some shit.
All right. Amir comes up, sort of on the side. She's got her pulse rifle. She's ready to go.
You have a maintenance jack, Bo?
Of course I do. She's at my side at all times.
Okay.
Success. No penalty, no failure.
Okay, yeah, you jam your maintenance jack in there. You're able to see a very small sort of column of space between the door and you. And you're able to sort of peer through it to what's on the other side.
Is it possible to wedge it big enough that we can totally fit through with backpacks and shoulder space?
You could, yes, but Trina could not.
Okay. I mean, we don't really want her outside anyway, though, like inside anyway, in case we need a quick exit, right?
Probably.
Did the rainstorm do any sort of like acid rain damage to the vehicle? Okay, then yeah.
This is not an acid rain environment.
I think we're gonna turn her around so that the butt is facing, so that we can just peel off and not have to Yui. And then file. I look at the group. File on through one by one.
Oh, I'm small, so I'll go first. And also I have a motion tracker. So yeah, I will squeeze through the entry.
Okay, I'm gonna unlock the door and open it. As the door opens, swoosh, you see a absolutely vast and dark space in front of you. The space itself is for the most part connected from one opening to whatever is at the center of the atmosphere processor by massive platforms that are held aloft by metal stilts. Over the edge of the platform, which you luckily OSHA got to, and there are railings.
Oh, very good. Not the Death Star, then.
Not the Death Star. Thank God. You just see a vast black nothingness. How far that goes down, you have no idea. You see some like rivets and girders and vast sort of technomechanical machinery that is at the base of this building, but it is hundreds of feet below potentially.
All right. Does anybody have an idea where we're going?
That's a great question. Would any of us be familiar with the layout of an Atmo processor?
I mean, my best guess would be at the middle.
You can see, hopefully from your position, that these walkways, in some cases circular, in some cases pretty straightforward, or angular, they all sort of maze and wind around each other to a central platform or
Matt, I
sort of
think you drew your
building.
dynamic lighting lines on the wrong layer
Oh, did I?
for that central platform. Is that yellow line on the outside supposed to be dynamic lighting?
Oh dear. Yes, I did. Let me put
It's on.
that.
It's on the wrong layer.
let me fix that then. That's fine. No biggie.
Pretend I didn't see what I saw. It's cool.
It's fine. I will put the light layer. There we
We
go.
didn't see
There
anything.
you go.
Fixed. He's fixed. Okay. Yeah, there's this sort of a central building at the center of the platforms.
Is there any difference in Dot's tracker now that we are inside the immense walls of this facility?
When you do the motion tracker, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a power supply to it. Am I wrong, Dot?
Yes. You are not wrong. It does have a power supply.
So could you roll power for it for the first time? As well, I assume that you have to do
Yes.
it too.
I'm double checking and
Tucker.
making sure. Oh wait, maybe it doesn't have a power supply. I thought it did, but it's not actually listed in the chart. Just a weight, a cost, and an effect.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh wait, hold on. It says see page 8. I thought it did too, but it does say see page 86. So let's take a quick look at that.
Yeah. Here we go. This is a motion tracker, weight 1. Doesn't say power 1 or power 2 or anything like that.
No.
Oh no,
doesn't,
it's
but I'm gonna go-
sorry, I've got it here. Its battery has a power supply of 5.
That's what I thought. Okay. I thought it was 5, and I wanted to make sure I had it right on my
That's
sheet
for the
before I rolled it.
314. The 314.
I have the 316.
The 316 has a power supply of 3.
Okay, cool. Then I will fix that on my sheet, and then I will
Shit.
roll power.
Success and panic.
Yeah, we're only
Panic
counting.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're only counting the successes. The successes are the
Okay.
ones that draw from the power from.
And I dropped a power also.
Okay, so you have power supply 2 on your 316, and
Yep.
your backpack 1 has
It's
a
now
power
down to
supply
4.
of
Yep.
4. Exactly. Thank you, Phil.
Added tension.
Okay. So,
All right, my rifle is out and at the ready.
Amir comes in. As she comes in, she sort of looks back at the door and she's like, "Do we want this open or closed?"
I'm gonna say open in case we have to get out fast.
I agree with that.
All right.
Is there a clear and obvious close open button?
There is, yeah. But you
When
guys
she
have-
asks open or closed,
Yeah.
Clark just immediately reaches over and hits the close button.
Okay. The remainder of the door that's been wrenched open. Shuts the door.
It's a dumb question.
Amir just
That is
blinks.
just staring daggers at Clark right now.
What's new?
All right, so the sounds of the outside jungle terminate, and you are left with just the sounds of the atmosphere processor humming. It's strange, almost breathing. If a machine the size of a sizable building could breathe, that would be the sound that you hear.
Sounding more and more like the Death Star.
Mm-hmm.
Dot is sticking close to the weapon holders, but behind them.
Perfect.
I'm gonna turn down the focus on power supply, and I'm gonna unsling my storm rifle.
I'm just keeping the motion tracker up. So
So it seems like you guys are at the ground level. It's a good thing that you had your rebreathers on, because the phosgene gas is just everywhere here. Like you see it like this sort of like greenish white gas that's just filtering up from wherever you are down from below. It's just like curling over your feet like some kind of a horrid mist that you are wading through. You hear a rhythmic hum, clank, hiss of the machinery. And it doesn't seem like just from the way that the place sounds, it seems like it's almost like listening to a patient on life support. Like there's no like steady rhythm to the way this machine is operating. You hear it sort of like making these horrid sort of like and like occasionally a clank in the deep darkness. Whatever is underground below clearly don't want to go down there.
Guys, let's fix this thing if we can and get the fuck out of here. It's giving me the creeps.
You asked me who of you may know where to fix this thing. I'm sure that any of you who have the heavy machinery skill, and that probably is like Tucker, etc. Dot has it, great. Yeah, if you have heavy machinery, you know that the major control hub is in the center of this facility.
Tucker will start marching in that direction.
All right, you guys can move as you would like.
Clark follows.
You see a building that's just to your left. Seems open. I didn't draw the sight lines for it because it's unnecessary. Nothing really on in there except for just aged beds, like cots, that are just sodden, covered with mildew. Clearly they haven't been used in decades.
Crap.
As you're walking through the facility, you do see sort of right around here, this middle area here. There is a single solitary door that would allow you entrance to the central hub.
What does my motion tracker tell me now?
As you approach the door, make your power supply roll and your comtech roll.
Power supply. We good.
Very good. Comtech.
Comtech. I'm going to use one of those banked plus ones. 2 successes. I'm going to say Comtech. I hide my tracks, so I managed to make sure that no sound comes out of it, even if it does ping.
Okay, so you want to try to like muffle the speakers, essentially? Is that what
Yeah, I want to use. I want to use my stunt to cover my tracks. By which I mean I don't want anyone to know that I've just pinged them on a motion tracker, so I don't want them to hear any noise.
Okay, so just in your own vicinity, you hear this.
And like really quickly, without saying anything, Dot just kind of reaches around the corner and tugs on the back of Savage's shirt and points at the motion tracker.
He looks down at it. How many dots do we see?
You see 2. Oh no, sorry, 3. Oh no, I beg your pardon. 6.
Oh shit.
Oh no, I beg your pardon. 10. They seem to be sort of like moving slowly, like a wave, towards you.
Oh, I'm ducking the fuck back around this corner.
Are they coming from the center or towards the center?
They're not coming from the center. They're coming towards the center from the south.
Yeah.
So they're
Okay.
going away from us?
No, they're going towards you, but they're from the south.
Down here.
They're behind us.
They're behind you.
They're down here somewhere.
Okay.
All right.
Tucker's going to get to that door and is going to try and comtech it or heavy machinery it open and just say, we get inside, we hold the fort, we bottleneck it so we have an easy kill window. Is that the right phrase, Hank?
That's the right phrase.
As you say this, a mirror walks to the edge of the platform and just sort of like sparingly, she has her pulse rifle out and she sort of looks down. And her hand flies to her face. And she says, "Oh my God!" As she sort of like reflexively screams and looks down. And then backs away from the edge.
What is she looking down at?
I see that happen. I immediately get away from this edge.
Okay?
Yeah.
What do you
I like
do,
come over here where Murphy is.
Level my rifle in that direction. What do we got?
And I just shout, "Tucker, door!" and back up here with him.
Amir like turns to you. Her face is drawn. Her pupils are dilated. She's sweating. She's like, "We have to go. We have to go now to this place. These people, they're not human." And
Matt,
she just
is this a
points.
Sorry.
She like points to the edge.
I know I'll get the stress point eventually. I don't want it now.
No, me too. Comtech or heavy machinery to get the door open so we have something to be behind?
Either.
Cool.
I'll assist whichever way. I have both.
Assist gives me an extra 1.
Yes.
Great, that's a success, no challenge.
Okay. The door, you hear, it opens like an inch. And you hear behind it, you hear, like the sound of a small, like screeching voice from right behind the door.
Aim and fire if I can.
Okay.
No, we got to turn this shit on. Yeah, it's going to be too much of a problem for the rest
pull
of the
your gun out and aim through the crack in the door. As you do so, in unison, climbing from below and into the light, you see, slowly stepping onto the platforms below your vision, meaning to the south, 5, 10, perhaps 15 of these feral humanoids.
Oh shit buckets, kids.
I would like you all, as there is a standoff between the 6 of you and the 15 of these feral humanoids drenched in sweat, hair, and blood, just staring at you. You're all going to take a single stress point. But it is a standoff. No one does anything, at least not from the feral's point of view. They don't charge you. They don't growl. They don't make any kind of menacing moves. They just stare at you.
When I wedge the door open, is the one inside moving towards us? Is it paralyzed? Is it close?
It is perhaps, as you look at this creature through the crack in the wall, the crack in the door, you see in front of you a child. Coated in hair, eyes bloodshot, face covered in gore, munching on what seems to be a dirty, severed arm. And it just looks at you.
But it doesn't make any moves.
Nope.
I'm going to say without turning away from it. Hank, do you think we can hit this thing? Oh shit, where's Ben?
Ben dropped? Oh no.
Oh no! Ooh.
Julie. There he is. He's
There he
back.
comes.
No, I
he
can
jumped
see
out.
you guys. I see you guys.
Oh no. The Zoom has failed
Yeah.
us.
I'm here.
We hear you, but we do not see you, Ben.
Hey, B, try opening Zoom
Yeah.
in Chrome instead. That's what I had to do with Roll20. I had
See
to
what I can
switch
do.
browsers.
What browser are you using normally?
Usually we use Firefox, so I
Okay.
switched over to Chrome.
Yeah, fair.
So it's
All right. Well, let's get Ben back
so I've
in
got
here.
Zoom in Firefox, and I've got
Right on.
Roll20 in Chrome.
Well,
but if it
Zoom,
works, it works. I don't care.
Zoom is its own application. It shouldn't be open in a browser. You guys are using a browser for Zoom? I'm confused.
Zoom always opens a browser window when you click a link.
Sometimes it depends. You have to download
Yeah.
the Zoom app.
Yeah, you got to download the Zoom app. Yeah.
I have the Zoom app, and it
I-
still opens
I
a
have the
web
Zoom
browser
app.
window too.
And I'm running the Zoom app.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It just always opens the browser
a
first.
Chrome.
Okay. Patrick, is there anything that you want to do before I make a very important statement?
No, I'm gonna.
when-
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, if he's gonna wait for Ben to get back and say that, Dot is going to interject. But if he does in fact say that to Hank, then Dot was like, "No, are you crazy? Look, the guards say that they have some kind of sense of family and that protect the weak. If you attack a kid, we're fucked."
That's why I was gonna say keep your eyes trained on it. I'm gonna see if they don't attack, as if I can
Yeah,
still hit the buttons.
Oh, the buttons! I thought you were gonna hit the kid.
No, just got my guard up.
Yeah,
Lost
fix
me
it
again.
if you don't
And
kill if we
then-
don't have to.
And then Dot's gonna take a step forward and like take Murphy's hand like she's her mom and just kind of look up at her and be like, just. And then she's gonna stand there holding Murphy's hand, looking at these creatures, trying to look as innocent and fragile as possible.
Phoebe has that kind of maternal instinct automatically anyway. And then when Dot got hurt, it just like amped up. So her holding her hand, she pulls Dot just a little bit closer, like, no, I got you.
Okay. Amir backs off, but she's sort of like, she doesn't know where to point her pulse rifle at this point. She looks back to Savage. She's like, "What do you think? What do you think, Sergeant?" Did we lose Ben again? Oh no! Ben!
Ben, we don't hear you.
In a moment of triumph, we've lost the soldier.
No!
I guess we're just gonna have to go about it without the soldier's influence here.
It's a terrible idea.
I think it's a terrible idea too.
Right.
Sorry, guys, you gotta listen to the 14-year-old now.
Yes,
But mother,
exactly.
I don't want to.
I'm gonna say this: when Ben gets back, I have to make sure that Ben gets back because otherwise this thing won't work. That I have planned. But I think you may, in fact, consider this to be a spooky shit has happened.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Welcome. I hear Ben. He's doing something
I hear
behind the
it, Ben.
scenes. I hear Ben. He's doing something there.
Yeah. We're trying to make it work.
Get the.
All right, you can hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Amir, I think that you and I should stand here, keep your weapon at the ready, but don't point at anybody, don't fire until they make a move.
Yes, I agree. Roger that.
I'm gonna need someone behind me because I can't fix shit and train guns in my own defense.
Here's what I'm going to say instead. The tension is probably as thick as you're going to get it. And as per the module, as per the adventure, when this occurs, when there's this standoff between the ferals and you all, I need you all to roll panic. to see who keeps it together and who doesn't.
How do we do that again?
Just hit that stress button on your character sheet.
That little square next to the stress level.
Okay. All right.
Everybody's keeping it cool as a cucumber here. I love it.
Everybody be cool. This is a robbery.
Everybody be cool. This is a robbery.
We need one from Savage.
Oh, we need one from Savage. That's right.
I hit it. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll try again.
The internet is killing us. It's destroying us.
Yeah, I hit it. Damn it. Right?
Did it show up on
We
your
got a
screen?
big storm rolling over the top of us. So that might
Oh,
be it.
Jesus.
Let me refresh
fine.
again.
Oh.
Wow, I really did call the storm. Sorry about that, Ben. Didn't mean to do that.
Oh, well, the first one was a 2.
Okay, cool. That's all we needed to hear. So you
They
keep
showed
it
up now.
together. So all of you, and I'm gonna roll for Amir. I think Amir is gonna be okay, but we'll see. Never can tell. Stress is relatively high. Amir, okay. I'm gonna yeah, she got a 6. She keeps it together. But you said Hank Savage, I see a stress is 7, but I think you said you called it as a 2.
No, it was a 2.
No, if
and
you
then
look
a
ahead
7.
it, yeah,
I
there's
see
a
both
2
of them.
before it.
Oh, there we
First and
go.
then-
2 and then a 7. Okay, we'll keep the 2. Yeah, absolutely.
Purity roll.
So everybody keeps their heads. I think we may have just gotten Ben back. Hopefully. Let's see if his video comes in. See his beautiful bearded face.
Thinking really hard.
Time to whack the gophers that you have in the little, like, running maze that next to your computer. There we go.
There you go.
Run, boys, run.
Okay. See Ben, he's back. Amazing. So at this point in time, there are no ill effects of this encounter, as far as you can tell. What do you all want to do? Door is open.
I
Come on,
think that Murphy, still holding Dot's hand, would position them with their back to Tucker.
Okay.
And like watching his back, literally back to back with him while he is working. And she's going to draw her sidearm, but have her arm straight down to her side.
Stop.
So not obvious.
I do apologize. Julie. Tucker, you move through the door. As you
That
move
was my
through-
question.
Yeah. Well,
Where is he?
what do you mean, where is he? You just moved through the door.
No, he's like, how close in that front range? I was clicking open the door, and now I was like, okay, am I missing it? Is it a sightline thing?
What do you mean? Is it a
The
silent?
kid isn't there.
The kid.
Oh,
The
the
token
kid.
for the
There's
feral.
no
Gotcha.
token for the kid.
Okay, so
in
I
this
saw you.
hallway.
I saw you move through the door. Okay, I can put
Sorry.
the token for the kid in.
Yes.
No worries. So yeah, the kid is about like here.
Okay, then yes, I will advance very slowly with my gun down, trying to look at the doors and look over its shoulder.
Okay.
Basically the equivalent of Overwatch without it raised. Like, I want to be on defense mode, held action,
Sure.
but I'd like to try and see, is it possible to assess, not triggering his threat response?
Mm-hmm.
And whether it's a
Murphy,
stealth, whether it's
Dot.
empathy. Yeah.
Murphy Dot move to the left and behind us so that if he wants to get by, he can get by. The kid.
Yes, the kid,
Okay.
seeing you come through the door, Tucker, the kid begins to back up, like with that severed arm and his teeth still like dug into the flesh of it. He just backs away. He doesn't back away from the north, like he doesn't go around Tucker. In fact, if anything, he backs up northward towards the end of the hallway. He's like, he backs up towards the hallway.
Gentle,
From
calm advancement.
As you do so, however, like the echoing sounds as you walk through the door, the echoing sounds of this child screeching, like echo out into the atmosphere processor. And you folks, as you guys are holding your guns, you see 5 of these 15 begin to advance in your position slowly but surely. They are just like, yeah. The other 10 sort of begin to move outward in different directions. Like they move.
Clark's going through the door.
Yeah.
So you guys are jumping through the door, it sounds like.
Clark
Question, Matt.
Yes, sir.
Do the ferals out there, are they armed with the same sort of spears? Is this like the
They have
group that
spears
attacked us
and
in the
knives.
jungle?
Exactly. Yes, they have spears and knives. Absolutely. So you see this group of 5 slowly advancing on Murphy, Amir, and Savage. This group going off to the right. This group going off to the left.
What's your call, Sarge?
5, 4.
Hold on, my character sheets.
Damn it! Damn it, Ben!
There we go.
Dot is going to run to Savage, grab both, like, and just like wrap herself around his waist and be like, "Daddy, no!" Like it's bad acting, but she's trying to like.
I love this.
Really, like,
I get it.
she is really imprinted on this like family protection. She looks up, she goes, "Help me! Help me! I'm trying to help you."
Yeah, I will. I'll reach back there and hug her with one arm, and then slowly start walking backwards towards the door.
Okay. This is such a weird sort of faux alien, like Newt and Ripley moment. I love it so much.
Matt,
Okay.
can you mute Ben in Zoom?
Can I mute him in Zoom? Yes, of course. Yeah, he's doubling up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Muted.
I got it.
Oh, you unmuted yourself. How dare you, Ben?
I tried.
All right, I'm gonna mute you again.
Go ahead. I'll let you do it.
Thank you. I need control over something in my life. Jesus, Ben. There we go.
And as Savage starts
You
backing
can have
her
control
towards
over
the
my
door,
microphone anytime.
Okay,
as
so
Savage starts backing her towards the door, she's
Yeah.
gonna like also, like reach a hand out towards Murphy and like make the big eyes. She's also trying to like play up her injured ribs. Like she's doing anything she can to just
Cool,
be like,
cool.
"These are not bad people. Look at them. They're protecting me, and I'm so small and weak and hurt."
Dot, make a manipulation roll. This will be a pretty important one.
I wish that I had anything in manipulation, but that's okay. Stress save me. Oh my
One
God, thank you.
success. Okay.
An untrained success with a 2 in empathy, I will have you know.
So the sound, "Daddy, Daddy," like it echoes out through the atmosphere processor. You just sort of like hear it bounding off the walls, and for a moment, like these 5 ferals sort of stop in their tracks and sort of blink at you, like, and then they charge. Let's roll initiative.
That's what I was worried
Yep.
about.
I
Well,
was
there's
worried
gotta
about this
be.
as soon as they appeared.
No doubt. Okay. Here we go. Let's get some initiatives in here. I'm gonna grab y'all. Amir's in there too. So 1, 2, 6. Add turn. All right. What do we got?
Marcus, stop rolling the same thing as me every time.
Okay, so we've got our friend Savage with a 5. Haven't rolled for Amir yet. Dot gets a
8.
8. Murphy with a 7. Clark also with an 8, but then re-rolled and got a 6.
No, 6.
Roger. Let me roll for our friend Amir with a D10. A 1.
There you go. Ooh, nice.
Okay.
Amir will go first.
Thank you, NPC armor.
Indeed. Let me roll for the ferals.
Better not be 2.
Right? Exactly.
10, 10,
Not a 5.
10.
Not a 6. Not a 7. Not a 3.
Not a 3.
It's either a
Already
2,
got
Oh, come on.
2, 9, or 10.
Come on.
A 4.
Or 4.
Great. That's still something.
Or better than 2.
Ugh.
No.
I think I need to go to the bathroom before we all die.
I think you have time. You're at the end of the initiative.
I know. Of course I am, because I'm in the front.
Okie dokie. Yes, they charge indeed, and it is time. Here we go. All right, Amir goes first. Amir's like, get behind me! She jumps in front, and she will fire at the closest barrel to her. I'm gonna say this is short range. Let me just do a quick measurement here. Amir, 37 feet is a little bit over short range. So let's go. Let's see what she does here. Here we go. Okay, she got 3 successes and a panic. We have a roller panic. Panic is fine. She gets a nervous twitch, which means her stress level goes up, as well as the stress level of all PCs in short range of her.
Yay.
So that's
me.
Dot, Savage, and Murphy. I would say short range. Yeah, Dot, Savage, and Murphy. So her stress level goes up. Dot, Savage, and Murphy's yours also goes up by 1. But it does not prevent her from attacking and succeeding on her attacks with 3 successes, shooting the nearest feral with her pulse rifle. Oops. That's the wrong pulse rifle. Pulse rifle sounds like...
no.
Yeah, pulse rifle sounds like... where is it? Here we go. Pulse rifle. It sounds like this! And she shoots the... the feral. Does this feral have armor? I can't remember. Ferals...
Don't think they do.
I don't see any armor on them, so that is a negative, Ghost Rider. Feral will take 3 damage. Amir then uses her quick action to move through the door on the other side. Tucker, your turn.
Is the child one charging at us?
No, the child is running from you. Over
Still
here.
retreating. Murphy, spin around with me. And I'm gonna 180 so that I can hold Overwatch with the rest of my turn. Just so that if anything does start to come through the door after my teammates, I've got some extra protection and cover. That's my turn.
Okay. It's the feral's turn. You got 5 ferals charging, screaming, bloody murder at you. I'm going to say that their movement brings them from short range to engaged range. Three of them, anyway. The other 2 stay in the back and hurl their bone spears at you.
Oh boy.
So you got one guy who's hurling a bone spear at Murphy. Another one who's hurling his bone spear at Savage. The other 3 are going to come in with their knives and encounter and engage a variety of people. One on Dot, one on Murphy, one on Savage. Here we go. First, they're bone spears. That is 1 success on Murphy, doing 2 damage. Murphy, do you have any armor?
No armor.
Okay. Will take 2 damage. Bringing you down,
that's
I
fun.
believe, to a single point of health. The other one throws his spear at Savage. Here it
I
comes.
thought she was on my back.
Who was?
Murphy's been out here with us.
Am I missing
I didn't
something?
get a chance to move inside yet.
Oh, that's right,
Okay.
because of initiative.
Okay. Okay.
Here comes-
Yeah,
here
that
comes-
was the plan, but we didn't get
was
that far.
Got it.
Best laid plans. Here we go. Spear towards Savage. 1 success. Doing 2 damage. Savage, I know you have armor. You want to roll your armor? We're still doing the old rules. We're not doing evolve, where there's a
I have
base
armor.
damage reduction.
Click it. Oh, I do.
Click your armor roll.
I did. Thinking. Any day.
Any day now,
La,
internet.
La, 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 la. It's like roll 20 knows we're in the middle of combat or something.
Right?
And piss it.
I'll click it again, but
Don't click it again. It's just gonna
as
cause.
soon as I click it again, the first one will show up.
I know exactly right.
Patient.
Hey,
There it is. There it is. Okay.
So- oh
Ah,
shit!
nothing.
No successes.
There I
Fuck.
am.
Well, that drops
Alright,
you by
2
2.
damage.
And we've got these
that's some
individuals. That's some bullshit. We've got 3 individuals who are all with
That's
their
some bullshit.
knives who are going to attack the
Alrighty.
people in front of them. First attack, Murphy. That is 1 success.
you can block or dodge. You can
That's
you
true.
can block. You can try
These
to
are-
block.
This is a close combat roll, right? So you can either block with a heavy item, or you can
Nice.
you can dodge. You block. You have a heavy implement of some kind. You have a weapon or something like that, right? Julie?
I have a gun in my hand.
Yeah,
She got a shotgun.
that's good enough. Absolutely. And the guy comes at you with his knife, and you're just like, bang, and you smack his hand with your gun, and the
Deflect.
you deflect. Yeah, you deflect the incoming energy of the attack.
You can also use that stunt to disarm him.
You could. That's true.
Let's do that.
Amazing. He is disarmed from his knife. I'm gonna put a little.
It goes flying.
It flies over the edge, and you hear it sort of like
Ah,
clack,
nice.
clack into the
Yes.
the vast bowels of the deep. So he has nothing but just teeth and grubby nails at this point. This guy will attack Dot.
Yep.
Here we go. With his knife. That is
With this Kanife.
that is 2 successes.
All right, I'm gonna dodge with a -2 because of my goddamn broken ribs.
This would be 3 damage. So
I
you
know.
need to negate 3 damage. Woo!
All right. I do have to roll panic.
You do. 'Cause that's a lot of stress that you got.
However,
Oh
it's okay.
no!
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I have a talent for this.
Oh god!
I have hold your nerve. I can reduce it by a d6.
Hell yeah, roll your d6. So no matter what, this is gonna happen.
6.
Amazing. So it's a 4, you keep
Boom.
it together, your actual panic dissolves, and you're able to continue on with the
Get-
2 successes, which
and
drops your
so
3
two
damage to by 2 to 1 damage.
Yes, so I only take 1 damage.
Amazing.
I'm double checking my stunt, but I'm 90% certain that's
That
exactly.
is dope. Well done.
Yes. Dodge. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm down 1 hit point.
Okay, you are down 1 hit point. And then this guy, the third of the 3 attackers, will try to knife Savage in the ribs. Oh shit. That's 3 successes.
Jesus Christ.
So that is 4 damage total.
Come on, body armor.
Come on, armor. Come on, armor.
Come on.
I hit it.
Oh no!
Oh, shit.
Motherfucker!
Well, I
Do
can
you
block,
have
right?
Do you have any talent? Yes,
Yeah.
you can block, of course. Of course.
It basically it takes your fast action away from your next turn.
That's true, it does. So we have to remember that for next time.
Let's see.
Close combat. You need to get better than 3 successes.
Well, each
3 or
success will
better.
negate a point of damage.
Correct.
Oh,
That's what I mean.
Oh,
It's like
he-
he's got
yeah.
4. He's got 4 points of damage coming at him.
gotcha.
Come on, close combat. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, Marine.
I hit it. It's just lagging.
It's just spinning.
It's adding cinematic intensity.
I know. It's making my toes curl.
There we go. 2 successes.
Okay. So
Nice.
it removes 2 points of damage from the 4. You only take 2 points.
Was that 1 damage?
So you take 2 damage.
2 points. I'm down to 1.
Well, you were at 4, right? If I'm not mistaken. So you go from 4 down 2 to 2. Correct? Now, folks who have taken damage, remember, each time you take damage, you go up a stress.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I forgot to do that.
We also just got an additional stress point from chat.
No! Zacher! You bastard!
Guys.
I love you. That was
Matt
very
might
stressful.
love you.
Yes. So
Oh.
everybody...
It's after midnight. It's not my birthday anymore. I guess you're allowed to fuck with me.
And Ben, I think, has just dropped out of Zoom again.
Oh,
Dang
Ben!
Ben! The stress is killing Ben's Zoom!
Yeah. It's trying.
No doubt. Okay,
I disagree, Sarah. This is your birthday game. You are not allowed to die.
so you are...
Hey, Matt, would
love
you
you.
consider that much short range?
Would I consider what now?
Would you consider this short or engaged for having
Engage
Overwatch?
is always next to you, right? Engage is always directly next to you. Short range is up to and around 25 to 30 feet. So I'll accept that, yeah.
So I guess my question is would one of them moving up to knife Hank trigger my Overwatch?
I would say yes.
So then I would like to fire on the one that's attacking him right now before
Do
it
it.
lands any damage.
Do it.
2 from the aim. That is 3 successes and a panic, which I will roll for you now.
Did you
Keeping
add-
it together.
Cool. Make sure, folks, that because we had several stress points, right? People who got damaged
I
get
added
stress. And then, of course, from chat, you need to keep your stress in order. I hope
I took
that
the
you do.
chat stress.
Superbe.
That is success and 2 bonus. I'd like to pour it all into damage,
Amazing.
if possible, before it hits Hank.
Well,
What's the base damage on that weapon? Because you
This-
rolled range combat and not the weapon.
yeah, you got to roll the weapon next time.
Sorry. Storm rifle.
All right, Matt, you got to add me.
Yes, sir, coming.
Storm rifle is base repeating weapon bonus 1, damage 2. So
Okay.
2, 3, 4.
2 base damage, yeah.
2
Absolutely.
base damage.
Yeah.
So
One
4
bonus.
damage.
Yeah.
4 damage is enough to kill him.
Nice.
Bam! So here's what I'm going to say. As this guy comes into range, he's about to stab Savage right in the chest. Savage, like, brings his gun up to try to block. He misses entirely, and then his head is just gone. As you hear, "Cow!" from the storm rifle behind you, Savage. You can get those 2 points of
Nice.
health back,
Okay.
because he
Nice.
never connected. My voice is dying, folks, and I do apologize.
Badass.
It's adding to the cinematic intensity.
Right.
That is the name of this session.
Sure, I'll remember that
Cinematic
tomorrow when I'm like, hey guys, I can't speak because of the cinematic intensity.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Sorry, boss. It's the cinematic intensity.
You're my density. Okay. Dat Raspdo. Thanks, Gaming Friendly Fire, aka Blue. We love you. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Let's move on to the next person in the order. and
Now
that's-
now it's Tucker's actual turn.
No, it's Savage's
That-
turn.
No, that was all.
Because he did Overwatch.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
that
I thought that was coming back to your Overwatch. I was
No,
confused.
that is-
No,
that
he
is all
Overwatched so that
on-
if someone came in order, he just auto-fired right into him.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
that's 1 down, 4 to go. Savage, you're up.
Okay. I'm moving back just behind the door, and I'm gonna shoot the guy that's on Dot.
Let's go.
Okay, my nat throws better be over here. No, not the grenade launcher. Not the grenade launcher. Okay,
Come
here
on,
we
you
go.
know you want a grenade launch, Dot.
Don't you dare.
It's our
YouTube.
birthday. Happy birthday.
Also, he's my
to
buddy.
you. That's true. He is your buddy.
Yeah, I like Dot. I'll keep Dot.
All right. So we got
Appreciated.
2 successes and a panic. Roll your panic just to make sure that things don't go sideways.
But I have a thing for that.
Okay, you have a thing. I'd like to hear about that.
Which one is it? I have a thing. There's a thing.
What's your thing?
Come on, guys. Scroll. Not that one.
At this point, Ben, it'd probably be better for you to just like
one-
print out your character sheet and roll with physical dice.
I'm just about to do that. Come on, man.
Take it back to basics.
Yeah, you don't
Right.
run and hide. Instead, come on, scroll down. Instead of
sorry.
panicking
I'm not
in the face
laughing at
of
you.
mortal danger, you can turn. I know. Scroll down. It's just one line. There we go. Your fear into aggression and use it as a weapon against. Another line. Come on. Your enemy. You can trigger the overkill effect when you.
It's like a scroll,
Make
guys.
a panic
it's like
roll.
he's trying to like
It is.
scroll. Yeah. All right, so you're doing this on a panic roll. Amazing. I love it.
So do I still make the panic roll, or
So this
Do
is
I just kinda
what's
go berserk?
what's the name of your talent sheet? It's called Berserk.
overkill?
Overkill, of course. How could I forget? Let me just quickly look at it. I believe that it is right now when you make the panic roll. Yeah, so you don't panic, you just trigger overkill. Which is I think it's not just the talent, it's
Overkill talent lets you replace the effect of a panic roll of 11 or higher by the overkill effect
right.
if you have any enemies in sight.
So he doesn't
Gotcha.
have that.
Okay, I got an 8.
Okay. So that just means that you have a
But that's
-2
for-
mod to agility.
But so that's you have the overkill talent, or you have a talent that lets you trigger the overkill effect.
I
It's-
have the overkill talent.
Correct.
Okay. Because the text you were reading was not the text from the book, so I wanted to make sure we were on the same page, and I was reading the same thing.
That was the drag and drop.
Right on.
Alright, so
Okay.
3 damage because I'm pumping all of that into damage.
Amazing. Okay, and that is the one on Dot, yeah? This one right over here?
Yep.
Ah, got it. All right, so 3 damage it is. Boom! You don't blow him away, but he is definitely shot. And I think, if that's it, we're up to Clark.
Clark is gonna pull out his handgun and shoot through the doorway.
Okay.
To also the one next to Dot.
Alrighty.
How do I roll my weapon? Oh wait.
There's weapon attacks at the bottom of your character sheet.
Yeah.
Click on it. Amazing. 3 successes. Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit.
Chesterton is like, I'll just pick up a gun. And next thing you know, he's fucking Annie Oakley. Good God. 3 successes. Base damage 1, that's
That's a
3
lot of
damage.
ranged
Or
combat
1
there,
damage
sir.
plus stunts. However you want to do it.
I'll put it all into damage.
Damn straight. These guys have no armor. 3 plus 3 is 6. This guy is toast.
Dot kind of looks over her
Clark
shoulder.
looks very
He's-
shocked.
Yeah, you've just saved your rival's life. Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
Dot also looks over her shoulder, sees that it was Chesterton who just killed this thing, and looks equally shocked.
And when he sees Dot turn around, Clark goes
Oh, damn
Oh,
it.
a little bit of
I
a
did that by gift. Oh, shrug. There.
Right at the
little bit
exact
of-
time where Ben,
Oh,
like,
no,
dropped
we lost
again.
Julie from Zoom.
Oh,
we
this
lost
is-
Julie from Zoom too. They may have lost internet
Oh, noes, guys.
because I can't hear them either, and they
Me
said they had a
neither.
big storm rolling in.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Man.
To the Discord. I'll see if their message.
Yeah, let's see if oh, they're coming back. There's
Oh,
Julie.
oh.
She looks all stunned. Look at her. She's like, what's wrong? We lost everyone for a sex. Thanks, gaming friendly fire. We lost everyone for a sex.
Camera, why are you so blurry?
There's a lot of Zoom problems. There's a lot of internet problems. From what I understand, like, this Zoom is not the
There
only
we go.
purveyor of services that is having internet issues in the last couple days. But yes, there's a lot of people in people's windows that should not be, except me. I'm the only person you can really count on nowadays. It's totally fine. Patrick's here too, though. Hi, Patrick. Just like, he's above me. Just like scratching his chin. There he is.
I can't hear you guys.
Oh no!
I can see you guys, and I can't hear you.
Man, the stress has really gotten to Julie, guys. I think the stress of this game has really just gotten to her. I can't see you. I can't hear you. I can't see you. Savage is in half. Yes, he's cut in half.
There we go. No.
I'm in my square.
This is the typical bullshittery that I have had to deal with over the last 6 years and continue relentlessly to have and will have for the rest of my career being an online GM. Get used to it. It's part of the experience, folks. All right.
Yeah, it's pretty bad when your Wi-Fi decides to crap out, and I didn't even have the Wi-Fi on my phone, and it froze up even on my phone.
Yes, now we have Dot. We can see Dot. We can see Patrick. We can see me. But Julie is half cut off. Ben, I don't believe, is back. And Marcus is just hanging out in the back.
Marcus is like split right in half.
He's just chilling like a villain. He's like, hey, what's going on? He's got to do the John Travolta thing.
Just chilling.
Like, what's going on? Where is it?
I mean, I killed a guy, you know?
You did kill a guy.
I need a minute.
You did just kill a guy.
I shot a guy.
Rick, you killed a guy. You should maybe lay low, find a safe house.
He killed a guy, and I missed it?
Yes,
oh
good
my
job.
gosh.
Did!
Yeah,
I
sorry.
know.
But hey, positive news, Julie. It's your turn.
Ooh, wonderful. And I'm back for my turn.
Yes,
And
you're
you're back to your turn. Now remember, you did use a fast action to block earlier.
Right,
so you
exactly.
have an action for this turn.
That's it.
So, an action, but I've got a bad guy right here.
Yep. Hurt him.
So, can I shoot him at engaged range?
You can shoot him in engaged range with a penalty.
Okay.
There's a
Now, would a
-1
shotgun
penalty.
have a penalty for point blank? Because point blank shotgun is kind of instant fuckage.
If it doesn't say
It's not
engaged,
a shotgun, it's a pistol.
Oh, well, there you go. If it doesn't say engaged range, then there's always going to be a penalty for shooting at engaged range. That's just the way it is.
Gotcha. Well, it was that was the one thing in the book that always made it seem weird because at engaged it says -2/+2, so it's like, well, then what's the +2 for?
Probably for weapons that have the engaged range, like for point blank kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, it would be a -2.
Sounds like it. -2 for engaged range. Because short range is -1. Medium range for unless it's a short range weapon. Medium range, I believe, is just flat. And then long range is a -1,
Is a
and then
-1.
extreme range is -2.
Yeah.
So, -2 on your roll.
I'm not sure what the range is on this
Which gun is that?
weapon.
Which gun you got?
It's the RXF-MS EVR pistol, or
Yep.
EVA pistol.
Yep, the EVA pistols will have a range on them. It'll say like medium or short or whatever it is. That's the maximum range that they can fire. But if it's a pistol,
I don't...
you know, it just says it right there in the line item for the actual weapon. It's fine. I got you. No worries, Julie. What we're gonna try to do here is
So,
you're gonna just
Range
do
is medium.
You're just gonna shoot, and then when it comes up for any kind of bonuses or penalties, you just say -2. It is a medium maximum range pistol, but yeah, it's a fucking it says here that the RXF-M EVA pistol is a weaponized version of a laser welder. So it actually doesn't fire
Nice.
bullets; it fucking shoots lasers. It's a laser.
Oh, that's
pistol.
even better.
Laser beams.
And I got 3
Freaking
successes
head.
on that.
Exactly.
Sharks.
Sharks.
3 successes and 1 panic.
Damn. 3 successes in a panic.
Nice.
Roll your panic just in case. Never can tell. You have 4 stress dice, so you could ostensibly get a 10. You do not. You got to keep it together with a
Keep it
5.
together.
Loving it. So you got 3 successes. What do you want to use with those 3 successes?
For damage.
All damage. Bam, bam,
You
bam.
murder.
Laser in the face.
Fuck him up.
Laser face.
Laser face. All right, 3 damage it is. Do you want to move? Oh, you can't move because you used your fast action.
Can't move.
All right.
Unless you would count moving in zone to get closer to the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Up to you.
for now, no. Just because you're in engaged range with another individual. So it is now Dot's turn.
Dot, get the heck out of there.
Dot is so torn because she really, really, really wants to stay and help Murphy, but yeah, no. Fear wins.
Phoebe is
Shunk.
straight up going to say to Dot, get the hell out of here.
Jesus.
And so I think that's kind of what snaps Dot out of it, and she's like, yeah, right, go. And junk up into the hallway.
Okay.
Where she's immediately faced with Feral Child.
Right.
Little do
Feral,
we know this kid in the back is about to murder all of us.
well, the feral child doesn't seem to have any other any weapons. It's just running from you.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to have.
Yes.
No
exactly.
weapon other than the arm it's chewing on.
It's arm with an arm.
Yes, it's gonna
I
beat
will
you to
f-
death with the arm. It's amazing.
I will say Dot does like go through the door and to the back of the group, and is now just kind of watching Feral Kid.
Okay.
And
Have fun not
and
thinking about
I
that at
also
night when you sleep.
I, I also only had 1 action because I dodged earlier.
Hopefully
so
the
that's
kid is not hiding a boomerang inside of his little furs.
Yes.
He's gonna come beat us with that human leg bone, but it's fine.
We'll see. It is now back to the top of the order with Amir. Amir sees a shitty situation out there. Aims, giving herself a +2. Oh, sorry, does not move, because otherwise she wouldn't be able to use her fast action. Aim for fast action, fires for her pulse rifle to this son of a bitch who's going after Murphy. That's 3 successes and a panic. Let's see if she panics and fucks this up. She doesn't, but she drops an item. She drops her.
As long as it's not her weapon.
It is one of her weapons.
Oof.
It is her hand-to-hand combat weapon. It is her knife. Well, you never know when you're gonna need a knife. That's not a knife.
Knife.
God damn it! Why do you speak at the same time as I do, Marcus?
But we're in a room, so unless it went through a grate on the floor, we might
I'm gonna
be
say
able to
like
find
she
that.
she steps out for a second, the knife comes like flying out of her holster.
Okay.
And she just leaves it like as it slams into the floor. She's just like, fuck it. And she fires.
Yeah.
3 successes. Yeah, she pumps it all into damage and blows a hole in this guy's head. And she's like, run! And she says to Murphy. She's used her actions, so she can't move where she is, and it's now Tucker's turn.
All right. Kid look like he's moving yet? If I
Who are
look
you
over my
referring
shoulder,
to? The feral kid?
the feral kid.
The feral kid is standing by, I would say, like this door, the door to the north west. Here, I'll showcase
I am
that
gonna
on the map.
hold Overwatch so that anything that isn't Murphy that comes through the door gets my next aim and fire.
The door to the west that the kid is pounding on.
No, this door.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
I have a strong suspicion the kid is the only thing in here, and that's the problem. I'm willing to turn my back because I think Dot's got eyes on it, and I'm going
Got
to
it.
say as much. You keep an eye on that kid, and if you need, you grab this wrench off my side and you bait him with it.
Gotcha.
That's like, it's okay, and she pulls out her gun.
Yeah, does it. And then, yeah, I'm going to hold my turn again so that I can sort of max fire if necessary.
Hit one of these guys coming in to potentially skewer Murphy.
Murphy, get the hell in here.
I'm sure she will on her turn if she can get to it. All right. It is now the Feral's turn.
The Pharaoh.
The Pharaohs. Pharaoh! All right, here's what happens. They do, in fact, they don't have their spears anymore. They just have their knives. So they will move here. One will move against Murphy. The other will traverse towards the door, screaming as he does so. So it is up to you, Tucker, who you want to shoot with your Overwatch.
Can I see this one
You can
before
see
it gets out of
both.
range? I'd like to hit the one closer to Murphy then.
Make your Overwatch shot.
Yep.
And God, I hope it's a good one.
Three successes, no failure.
We love that.
Yeah.
So that's 4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
you go like the rifle bullet screams through the air and hits this guy right in the meaty part of his leg, like right at the upper thigh. Just like a splatter of blood hits the ground. He sort of like,
Is it red?
It is red.
Okay.
It is red. He is human.
If you cut him, does he bleed?
Does he bleed? I believe, if I'm mistaken, please tell me, but I could be wrong when there is some kind of rule with killing humans and the empathy.
Oh, if you are trying to do a coup de grace, which is
Coup de grace.
A broken enemy and you just want to murder them, you have to make an empathy roll first.
It's a-
And if you succeed,
Right.
you're not allowed to do it.
Okay, cool. In this
Unless
case,
you have the feat that Masters had, which was like, fuck that, I'm just going to do it.
I love
Doesn't
it.
seem to be
I
the
love it.
case here.
Yeah.
All self-defense.
100%. So we don't have to worry about that.
So let's.
So you shoot this guy 4 damage. It doesn't kill him,
Okay.
but it definitely puts a sizable hole in his leg. And as he comes growling and screaming towards Murphy, he pulls that bone knife off his belt and attempts to psycho stab her with it.
Psycho stab.
Psycho stab!
It's an official attack.
It is. I have it on his list of attacks here. Oh no! No! Guys, that's
Blocky, block.
3 successes though,
Oh no.
which means that's 4 damage.
Oh no.
But she'll just be broken. She won't
She
necessarily be
will
dead.
not necessarily be dead because she's only got 1 health. So she needs to make 4 close combat successes to negate all this damage. If even one goes through,
Can I try to dodge? If I try
No.
to dodge, would that
Dodges-
be mobility, agility, or
you can only when a close combat attack comes in,
you can only use
dodging.
close combat?
You can use a close combat to
Yeah.
try to block it. Dodge is a specific
Dodge is-
talent.
Is a talent that I
Got
have.
it.
Apparently, in the new Alien rules, everyone gets it. But right
Which is
now,
great.
only-
We'll
Yeah,
transfer
no, I do think it's good.
over to Evolved Edition sooner or later.
All I ask is that if we do that in this campaign, I want to trade out that now useless talent for something else.
We will see.
Okay,
So
so one
panic.
success, one panic.
Okay, so essentially, Murphy, this is a no-go sitch. The guy comes in and just stabs you right in the side, and your eyes swim as you fall to the ground. You don't need to make a stress roll
Oh, I already did that.
because you're broken.
So should I put my stress level back down one?
Yes, put your stress level back down 1,
Okay.
and I need you to roll a
Awesome.
D66.
D66. That is there.
Please don't roll high. Oh, thank God.
Nice.
15.
What
You
is
got
a
blood
15?
in your eyes.
What is
Blood
a
in your
15?
eyes.
That's it? That's a 15? Is the broken as your
Blood.
blood?
Blood in your eyes. Observation and range combat -2 until a medical aid roll is made.
Oh, Jesus. We need a doctor. Stat. Is there a doctor in the house? Murphy, you fall to the ground. Boom! And you have blood. The blood that has come from this sizable wound in your side that's just splattered up into your face. As red as your hair. And you fall to the ground. That is their turn. Savage. If he's back. I know he's been having some technical difficulties tonight.
Yes. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes.
Can't see you yet, but we can hear you.
You can't
damn it.
hear me, can you?
We can hear you. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot the guy that's on Murphy.
Okay.
Let's see.
Getting some very nasty, like flaming hate chat at me all of a sudden. That
Oh,
says,
no.
That's like, hey, if you want to murder someone's character again, I'm like, listen,
4 points of damage.
Nice.
there we go. There we fucking go. 3 successes. Base damage 2, that's 4 points of damage. I'm assuming at the one next to Julie's character or this one coming at you?
Yes. The one at Murphy.
Done. He's dead as a doornail. Boom. Anything else, Savage?
Perfect. And then I'm gonna save my fast action.
Clark.
I'm going to take aim at the guy closest to the door.
Amazing. That'll give you a +2 bonus. 3 successes.
3 successes, 1
And
panic.
a panic. The panic is not going to stop you, but at the very least, we can see what it does to you. Keep it together. God damn, you're cool as a goddamn cucumber, Clark. So 3 successes, all damage or stunts?
All damage.
Done. Knocks him down 3. Murphy is broken. So
She
Murphy,
can crawl.
you can crawl, but you're like you've got a big gaping wound in your side.
Oh, I can crawl. I can actually move. Okay, how far can I get? Can I get to the door?
I'm gonna say that you can't get to the door because crawling is usually half movement of what you would normally go in a short, in short range. So I'm gonna say, just for sake of argument, you could probably get to about halfway to where the door is. So you're just like crawling and crawling and crawling. Murphy, as you're down there and prone on the ground, your eyes light on what it was over the edge that Hamida Amir screamed at. And you look down into this vast darkness to spy a pit. And within that pit,
Gandalf the Grey.
a Golgotha of rotting humanity. You see bones piled up within this bottomless pit as high as your vision will allow. You could only estimate how many remains, how many human remains are down in this pit. And you're going to get an additional stress level from it.
Oh shit! I killed a guy. That means my stress goes down.
Oh, that's right. You've got
Nice.
you've got that crazy ability that if you kill somebody, your stress goes down. So
That's
Murphy's crawling.
Psycho.
She's broken. She's busted up, and she's like, her eyes are just stark as she saw what Amir did. It's now Dot's turn.
Dot takes her eyes off the feral kid long enough to see this bloodied Murphy crawling around the corner. And can I use both of my actions to run to her and drag her back through the door?
I will say yes, absolutely, but no medical aid. You can run, grab her, and pull
I
her
just
back.
want to get her to us.
100%.
I can't do medical aid. Are you kidding me?
I'm just saying. I don't know.
All right, so Murphy, you're inside. And yeah,
Inside with the Psycho Kid.
And so yeah, she'll
Welcome.
be kind of tending to Murphy, but also watching the kid again. keeping an eye on him and also trying to make sure Murphy doesn't bleed out.
Amazing.
What were those roll negatives again?
Mobility.
No.
Wait, did we for the blood in the
sorry.
eyes?
Blood in the eye
sorry.
was observation and
Observation.
range combat -2
Okay.
until somebody rolls medical aid on you, and then you're fine.
Exactly. All right.
Thank you.
Amir stands at the door like a sentry. She levels her gun at the one remaining feral, aims, and fires her pulse rifle. No successes. No successes. So she empties her entire ammo dump as she panics. She's just like, ah! And like all you just watch is like bullets fly out of the chamber. And then you just see the ammo counter on her pulse rifle go from like 20, 15, 10. And she missed her shot. As like her finger is just on the trigger, you just hear. And she's like, fuck!
For a different character, I'd be like, bruh, fuck.
So
But I'm not, so I don't.
Amir's out of ammo. She'll have to reload. Tucker.
Shut the door.
I know,
yeah,
right?
I'm. How many charging? Just the one right now?
Just the one. We lost Ben again.
Aim and fire. Let's
Aim
see
and fire.
if we can take him down.
Let's go. Kapow!
Kelly Kapowski. Let's go.
One success. One success. Two
Boom.
damage.
How's it looking?
Well, it's looking like its head just got blown off because all it had was 2 health.
There we go.
So, falls on the ground in a heap.
Great.
I'm going to go ahead and I think now is the perfect time to just say,
I really want to make a snotty comment at Marcus first.
make a snotty comment. Make a snotty comment because I think we're about to. Go ahead, do
End
it.
it. I know.
Yeah.
But no, she's just gonna, like, from down where she's on the floor with Murphy. I keep wanting to call her Bella Rose, even that's Phoebe. She just looks up and goes, Doc, could you be useful more than once in a day and get down here?
Wow.
Clark looks behind him like, what? Who are you talking to? Oh, and then he kneels down to help.
Okay. Amir just like slams her hand on the side of the door where the panel is, and you just hear, and then the door shuts in front of you.
Sounds like a heavy door.
It was a very heavy door. And I think that as this door shuts and we see the looks of intense fear and frustration and stress on all 6 of you, we just iris out. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight. Hell yeah, guys.
I
No
didn't
doubt.
die!
You didn't die on your birthday, Sarah.
I didn't die on my birthday!
Got close.
Damn,
I did get
damn close.
Rolled well.
Damn close.
We're gonna roll the medical aid for Murphy the next time we come back. I'm making myself a note because Murphy's broken still, and you guys still have a job to do here in the atmosphere processor. But I didn't kill anybody. Thank fucking
Kill
God.
anybody.
The dice rolls. The dice rolls, guys. The dice rolls.
Dude.
The dice were
Those
with us
fuckers
today.
show up, and I was just like, Matt, are you serious?
It's not me. It's the dice. The chat could see the
No.
dice rolls. They're right there on the screen.
The dice turned
It
Doc
started out
into
rough,
a
but
marksman today. I love
They
that.
were rough.
Yeah, it's true.
What were you
my
saying?
combat started out rough, but I stacked some bodies, so
You
I'm happy.
did. You fucking did.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So, I think, folks, it's time to go around the horn as I remove the rather oppressive sound effects that have been playing all night long and just sort of get us back to to where we were with is just the sort of the intro and outro music, which is okay. We're back. We're out of the game for a moment. We can take a breath. We can say the stress of this game, which has made my asshole pucker more than once tonight.
As an image.
Yes, sorry. You don't have to get that into your head. Happy birthday, Sarah.
Just
Dislodge the
As
chair
Will
from
Smith
your
would say,
butthole.
that one puckered on my butthole.
Yeah. Let's go around and say where we're all from and where you can be finding us here on the internet. Let's start with our friend Sarah over on the other side. I see how I flicked you out over there. Sarah over here, birthday girl. Where can you be found on the internet?
Hello, I am Sarah, also known as Lovely Llama, which is how you can find me on the internet, most frequently on our Discord or a couple of others. You'll also find me streaming over on Maestria Nord every other Wednesday in Vampire the Masquerade, and off and on Dark Domains in Supernatural, The Severed Thread, and Eldritch Automata, as well as here on my home, Slices and Dices, playing all of the games, all of the systems, and hanging out with these awesome folks.
Nice.
And yes, it's my birthday.
It is your birthday. Happy birthday, Sarah.
Thank you.
We're going
right.
clockwise. And clockwise from Sarah, we've got our friend Patrick. Patrick, where can you be found up on the internet, please?
You can find me here on Slices and Dices at least once a month, occasionally more. I'm at Pat Marin on all the social handles for my D&D and witty related things. And if you're looking for any sort of whiskey things, you can find my information at The Bar Rover or barrover.com. But mostly it's D&D here with Slices and Dices and possibly more than just aliens coming up in the next couple months. Who's to say?
I like that.
That's
I like
it.
that little tease there, Patrick. I like it. Let's move over to our friend who's had some technical issues, but he came through in the end and he kicked some much needed ass. And that's our friend down there. That's Ben. Ben, where can you be found up on the internet?
You can find me here at Slices and Dices. You can find me on TikTok as Ironhead454 in both. And really, that's all I do.
Are you? I wanted to ask you this, Ben, because your TikToks are often little vignettes of you printing, like 3D printing shit, which I am, first of all, always in awe of, and admittedly jealous of as well, because I don't have that kind of cool ass shit. Are you got any cool projects that you wanna plug, like things that you're thinking of doing?
I am in the process of doing a Ghostbusters diorama. I have a front for the original firehouse right there where you guys live in New York City.
Yes.
It's kind of a ripped up streetscape. You can see the sewers below, and I have a bunch of minis all painted up. I just got to finish painting up the terrain, just a few more details, and hopefully we'll see that soon on TikTok.
Yeah, right now.
That's cool.
Right now, my head is swimming with that meme of Patrick Bateman, who's like, yeah, like that's what I'm hearing, and that's how I'm feeling. Let's flip over to our other awesome person in the duo of amazingness and awesomeness, and that's Julie. Julie, where can you be found on the internet?
Hi, I'm Julie. I am Tritz Norris on Discord. That's where you can find me for social media. Unless I'm doom scrolling, but you're not going to actually see me doom scrolling. Yeah, I'm here with our friends Slice and Dices and over with our other friends over on Dark Domain. Tomorrow night is the next thing with Maeve's Ravenloft campaign. Then Sunday, I am over on Dark Domain in a Kindred 101 Vampire the Masquerade game where I'm playing a little fledgling baby vampire. And that's what I've got going on. Just doing some games over there, doing some games over here.
Oop, there we go. Let me check something here. I want to check something. So I want to make sure that I've got. Where is that campaign happening? Yes, it is the 9th. That is correct. Tomorrow is the Bleak House episode. I cannot wait. I am super happy about that. Amazing. Thank you, Julie. And then finally, our friend, our compatriot, our backwards cap, bearded, amazing mofo. The man with the plan. That's Marcus. Marcus, where can you be found on the internet?
Personally, either at NYC Cooper or Beardy Beardface with 2 E's. But I also have a stream with a friend of mine that is Friendly Fire Gaming. On Twitch, we are gaming_friendly_fire. And we have silly fun together playing video games online. And also, I am working on a new AI app that will be out hopefully soon. So more to come on that. So hopefully by the next time we play, I'll have maybe some info on that. But yeah, check us out on Twitch. We'll probably be streaming on maybe on Monday, but I don't know if she's going to be in town. So maybe next Friday.
Okay. Oh, well, Gaming Friendly Fire has been an active participant in our chat the entire
Yes.
time. I did not realize that that was the person with whom you are spending all this time doing amazing Twitch work with.
Yes.
My apologies. I thought that that was a completely other member of our community who hey, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for
It's the
showing
other
up.
half of Friendly Fire Gaming.
Amazing. Thank you for thank you for Friendly Fire Gaming, Gaming Friendly Fire. Thank you so much. No misnomers or errant issues with your actual identity intended. So apologies.
Okay.
As for me, I have been sick as a fucking dog. So I'm surprised that I actually survived tonight's amazing session with the 5 of you and kept up with y'all, with all the technical issues and voice issues and gaming things, and there was a little snafu with our lighting in one of these maps. I'm very happy to see that things went as they should in all things, with everybody having fun, and having fun is what we do here at Slices and Dices. I'm more than happy to keep on supplying the cool ass role-playing game streams for y'all. And what do we have? Well, we have tomorrow, we have the game that Maeve is hosting, our other Ravenloft mini campaign, Bleak House. And then just checking the schedule really quickly. What else do we have going on, Matt? We've got Ravenloft, my Ravenloft game coming up the following Friday, the 16th of January. Other events that we have planned within January have not yet come to my attention, but I'm sure that we have some cool ass shit. Oh, I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, something with the initials M and K. What does that mean, Matt? I don't know what you mean. Well, the smart people know what's going on with that. And those of you who have yet to figure out what the fuck I'm talking about, look at our back catalog, and you may know what we're referring to, because it's a gaming system that we are very happy to return to. That's all I'm going to say about that. Beyond that, we've got Sarah's Vaesen game, which I think is coming closer and closer each day to
Closer every day.
to us being able to play it. We've got a Blade Runner game that Julie wrote and that we're planning and getting ready to jump into with some really great play. I am so psyched to get right back into Blade Runner because we're missing content in it, and I know that Julie is just chomping at the bit to get back into our BR stuff. Yeah. Patrick's like revving up maybe some Highlander stuff, maybe? Who knows, maybe? Highlander has been long in the waiting, so maybe we'll see that in the first quarter or so of 2026. We are going to get there. But that's what we got coming down the pike.
One.
There can be only one. That's it. My voice is fucking destroyed. I'm just going to gargle gravel until tomorrow morning, folks. I'm going to go ahead and say what I always say with y'all, which is, well, first of all, thanks for watching. Thanks to all of our amazing sponsors, including Jasper, Nilsson, Siren, who supplied us with that great-ass map. Thanks to Into the AM, who supplies us with the softest, coolest, most plushy shirts and outerwear that we can possibly ask for. Thanks to Free League for making these amazing game, and thanks to Monument Sound for supplying us all the cool-ass sound effects that we use in it, and music. But for you all watching, I will say to you the following. Remember, take care of each other. But don't forget to take care, especially of your voice, of yourselves. Love you all. See you all next time.